I would
Jacob,
like to
say
steal
something
something.
Ah, there it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Shenanigans ttRPG, and we play Dungeons and Dragons. Thanks for joining us. This is episode number 33 of our ongoing Dungeons and Dragons campaign. As far as opening statements, there's really not much to say other than the fact that I was running a Twitter giveaway last time we got together. The winner was, I think it was something like Oslander88 on Twitter. That's the Twitter handle. So congratulations to Oslander88 for winning the 140 piece dice set and the $25 Amazon gift card. Thank you so much. If you're watching us on YouTube, where else would you be watching us? Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. It really helps us grow. You know, we're trying to have a good time and put a good product out there, and we really, really appreciate the support. Before we get started, I would love to go around to people on Zoom right now and ask them the name of the character that they're playing, a little bit about that character, like what level, what class you are, maybe a little bit what they look like. And if you have any pets or animals, don't forget to mention them. So who wants to start?
I usually start. So my character's name is Pia. He is a navy blue tiefling warlock, level 17 now. We made it this far. That's great. He has blue skin, black horns, black hair, very handsome. He has a pet rat named Splinter and a fey owl that is unnamed for now.
And Theoden is a white as snow dwarven cleric. Very ugly. He's got warts on his nose and a big dirty beard. He's got a lot of bugs living in there. He's very fond of them, takes very good care of them, and he also takes very good care of his companion Chester, who is a blink dog.
Awesome. Put the microphone a little bit closer to your mouth if you can. Just
Yeah?
a drop. Yeah,
We're
just
good?
a drop.
Is that good?
I think we're good. Perfect. Who's
Beautiful.
next?
And I'm playing Sirach, the tall half-elf ranger / warlock, long silver hair, kind of the voice of reason to the party. Most of the time.
Yeah.
At least
I'll give him
keeps you
that.
guys out of
I'll
some
give it to you.
trouble. I've got a lion named Alistair. Yeah, pretty much it.
That's about it.
Yeah.
Last but certainly not least.
Yeah, my name's Baka, the rogue of the group. I'm the real voice of reason in this group. And yeah, I keep these guys in the straight and narrow.
I don't know. I'll object to that.
Mr. Goody Two Shoes over there.
Yeah,
I have a
lawful
lot
good
of
over
pets.
here.
And yeah, I got a cat, Tora, lion cub, Ari, weasel named Sagi, and the horse, and a Tressum, which I don't really have on me.
Basically,
Yes.
he needs a lot of protection from the group.
What levels?
just
What
from you.
levels is Baka? What levels is Baka?
I'm 12 rogue and 5 fighter.
Perfect. Okay, so let's bring this back to the group view, so everyone can be seen, so they know that it's not just some crazy bald man talking to himself. So where we left off. So this group, known as the Natural Ones, has been canvassing the realm in search of two things right now at the moment. One is the headquarters of a terrorist organization known as the Brood of Katoa. Katoa in this universe is an elder god, which the Brood of Katoa is desperately trying to create a portal strong enough to bring an elder god into the prime material plane in order to destroy the world nihilists that they are. The other thing that this group, the Natural Ones, is searching for is their friend Harry, who is basically a non-player character who is a dwarf. He's a cleric, very much like Theoden, but he fashions himself kind of like a journalist and a writer, and he wants to write the adventures of the Natural Ones. So he's been following the party around. He's been a little bit like their adopted pet, the mascot of the group. He was abducted. Puppy, if you will. He was abducted by the Brood of Katoa. So where we left off is the group believes that they have finally found the headquarters of the Brood of Katoa on another plane of existence. They are at a rooftop of a large building. They're basically in one of these doors that open like this, where they're right where the doors are open, and they're looking out over the top of the roof of this rectangular building. From their point of view, this is what they see. They see it's a large rooftop. I would say the best way to describe the size of the rooftop is it's the size of a football field. That's how big it is. There are no ledges on the sides of the roof. So therefore, if you were to run it far enough in one side or the other, it would be very easy for you to slip and fall off the side and perhaps plummet to your death. The group has not looked over the side to see how high the roof actually is yet, though. The sky is green. Occasionally, lightning bolts strike the ground. Green sky, black tarry ground. It appears from the horizon that they are in the highest building, on the roof of the highest building of a city lit by green firelight. On the roof of this building are 4 warlocks, presumably from the Brood of Katoa, working on some sort of project in the far distance. I would say about 150 to 200 feet away on one end of this rectangular roof. You can see 2 piles of bodies. You can see on each side of what looks like a laboratory setup on a desk on the far end of this 200-foot distance. You can see 4 warlocks working on what look like from this distance statues that look like humanoids that are standing in an attention position. They have buckets at their sides on the surface of the roof, and inside these buckets are these what look like black worms or snakes, but you know from experience from the previous episode that they in fact are not black snakes. They're kind of these demonic umbilical cords, if you will, basically slithering. To call them snakes, but they don't have faces and they don't have eyes, so to call them snakes would be kind of like an insult to snakes. These things are far more demonic. Anyway, these warlocks are proceeding to feed these statues by the mouth with these umbilical cords. And then you realize that they're not statues, they're actually people frozen into position, covered by some sort of mossy substance, with only their mouths open. And they're basically forcing these, I guess, catatonic individuals to ingest these cords for reasons unknown at this point. They seem, busy at their project. They're either unaware of your presence, unaware that the door from from below has been opened, or they just don't expect to be interrupted, considering that this is a highly secretive base, and don't care that someone is about to enter the roof. Perhaps they were expecting other individuals to come help them with their project. So having said, the only other thing that I'll mention is I mentioned that the roof has basically no ledges on it, where if you walk too far one way or the other, you'd fall off the side. But at each corner point, there is a spike on each corner point. So it's basically like I guess looks almost like an antenna, if you will, an antenna on each of the 4 points, going up maybe about 15 feet. And you also notice that there are a few lightning rods on the top of this laboratory table that occasionally, every few minutes or so, will trap up some of the green lightning into a capsule sitting on the laboratory table. So that is what you see, gentlemen. What would you like to do?
I want to disguise myself to look just like one of those warlocks.
Using
I'll
what?
use
Using
Disguise self.
Disguise self. It's easy enough. You look like one of the warlocks. Is there any particular
How about
racial
you
traits that
disguise
you
me
like?
too?
I'm sorry, Chris.
Is there any kind of particular racial traits that you're interested in besides just
I just want to blend in.
but you got to pick something. I mean, this is
Okay.
like from your imagination.
I will be
Do you want to look exactly like yourself, but with the facial makeup to indicate, or do you want to look like someone completely different?
Give me purple skin.
Okay, so a humanoid with purple skin.
Sure, we'll do it.
Subtle, very subtle.
Okay.
All right, no, all right, fine. A purple skinned tiefling to kind of blend in with some of these other Zentarum freaks.
Okay, not a problem. So
I
I
want to
mentioned
look like Jacob. Jacob, make me look like you.
Jacob, I think you're breathing on the mic. I'm
I
not
think
sure.
that's me.
I don't know,
That's not-
someone.
I don't hear anything.
is it me? Is it me? Nope. Well, whatever.
It's
So
fine now.
whoever's breathing on the mic, stop breathing on the mic. Maybe
Stop
that's
breathing on the mic.
I'm gonna use alter self and make myself look like Lorenzo.
like Lorenzo. Okay, interesting. Just to refresh people's memory, Lorenzo is a kind of like a sub boss or a sub lieutenant of the Brood Katoa. He's the lead singer of a music group known as Orcish Revenge. Now, Lorenzo was just defeated downstairs in the, I guess, the mass area or the cafeteria area downstairs in this particular headquarters by this group. So obviously they would be unaware that that battle even happened from the roof to here because they were interrupted in their experiment up on the roof. So Lorenzo looks like a very handsome half orc with light green skin, spiky black hair, side shaved. Usually wears like a leather vest with his arms exposed with like bracelets and stuff. Leather pants. That kind of guy who thinks he's in like a cover band and thinks he's famous, but he's not really. So that's basically what Lorenzo looks like. All right. So now Pia, Theoden, the dwarf, requested that you make him also look like a Brood of Katoa individual. Are you able to do that?
I don't think disguise self can do that because it's
Damn.
disguise self.
It's like an illusion.
That's a good point.
You don't have like a disguise him.
No.
Do we have enough time to go downstairs and strip some dead bodies of clothing?
Where is your disguise him, dude? I don't understand.
Yeah, I know.
Come
I don't
on,
have it.
man.
I mean,
You're a warlock, for God's sakes.
Now, the other thing that's interesting
who has
before
the disguise kit?
we talk to, that's a good question.
That's
I don't
what
want
I
to
was
derail.
thinking.
what
Somebody
you guys-
has it.
You're
I don't want to
supposed
derail what you guys
I got
do.
rid of it.
But disguise kit is not a bad idea. Now, Sirach just originally said, like, let's go downstairs and start rummaging through the
I don't think we
clothing.
really have time for that.
What I was thinking we do is Baka and I go up and, we try to just, let me try to persuade these people to at least give up Harry if Harry happens to be there. And then if they don't listen, we can just kind of tell Theoden and Sirach to come crashing in and we'll take
You know what? I
Harry
like
the
that
hard
idea.
way.
I like that idea.
Two things I need to
Sirach?
mention. One thing is I forgot to mention to the audience that of those 4 individuals that are basically frozen into place with that mossy-like molasses substance covering most of their bodies, being fed these umbilical cord black slimy snakes, one of them is your friend Harry. So you've identified the fact that he's you know where he is now. He's the victim of this experiment, whatever this experiment is. So you've got that on your mind. Secondly, is when you do the alter self, how many times a day can you do alter self?
I have 4.
Not you, Baka, because Baka, you're Lorenzo.
Well,
you're good.
he is disguise self. Not he can do it unlimited amount of times.
Can you do it an unlimited amount of times?
Yeah, I have an Eldritch
Well,
invocation. That
Okay,
lets me do
good.
that.
I just want to mention to you what you look like to the rest of the group. So, guys, you know how the Brood of Katoa has kind of like either tattoos or face makeup of basically purple under the eyes and purple around the mouth down here, kind of like a reverse Fu Manchu.
Yes,
Well,
sir.
since his skin color is purple, you can barely see it.
All right.
That's not to say that you can't rock with it. That's fine. But I'm just giving you advanced knowledge that you guys look at him and you guys don't really see the face makeup that a Brood of Katoa person would normally have because his skin is already purple. So I'm just throwing that out there.
Good
It's
job,
neither here
yeah.
nor there.
Well, hopefully they're not racist.
Well, there you go. I love it. I love the
We'll see.
conviction, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, listen, I'm a purple tiefling and I want to be in the Brood of Katoa too. It's not my fault that your colors are purple. I love it. Awesome.
Damn right.
Okay, exactly. So what would you guys like to do?
Damn
Catch me up. I
fucking
heard that
right.
plan from Pia. Is that the plan of action?
I guess so. We'll both approach.
So I'm assuming that Lorenzo and a member of the Brudicatoa, walk up the steps, emerge. Do the pets follow? Because keep in mind, folks, there's a couple of really large lion cubs and a dog at the very least, a blink dog that's basically at the foot of the steps.
See, we need our
That's
pet
my
sitter back.
mans.
That's what we need.
A what?
We need our pet sitter back. That's Harry.
Yeah, I know.
So
we
assuming
gotta
that the pets are
Take
going to
those
stay at
things
the
out of his throat.
This is true. Assuming that the pets stay at the foot of the stairs with both Theoden and Sirach, the two of you make your way up, and I guess you approach them as they're doing their Picasso, so to speak.
Yep.
As you approach, let me just make a quick wisdom check for the four of them. Let's see.
Oh, that's what I forgot. My dice.
Dice is important in a game with dice.
Oh, there they
guys.
are. All
1,
right,
2,
good. We're good.
3, 4. Let me just throw all four of them at the same time. For those of you that are watching for the first time, we use dice. We use the honor system. I trust my guys. However, in situations of player versus player or in death saving throws, something that crucial, we do have an app that we use on our phone in order to verify what everybody rolls. But most of the time, we use regular dice.
Or if Baka's rolling.
I didn't say that. Okay.
It was a joke, Baka.
Joke. Okay, so let's see. All right. Two of them don't pay any attention as you approach. And then the one closest to you, the one that's working on Harry specifically, watches you with an intense eye as he's stops doing what he's doing. He doesn't say anything. And then there's one that's closest to the laboratory table. There's chemistry set up, so to speak, with the two lightning rods that basically is also watching you as you approach. I'll allow you to initiate the conversation if you so choose. It's up to you guys. What do you do?
I want to look at Harry's body intently and just stare at it
Intently.
Okay.
and just kind of like touch it a little bit.
Kiss him on the forehead. Maybe.
Where'd you
he'll
get
wake
this
up.
one?
So as you go to
Where'd you get
approach,
this?
as you go to approach, the one that's working on Harry slaps your hand away and goes, "Don't touch."
Where
And
did
then
you
the-
get this one?
And he doesn't know. He looks like he doesn't know what to say. The one that's standing closer to the table, who I guess kind of gives off the air that he's his supervisor of some kind, goes, "What are you doing here, gentlemen?"
We were sent here by management.
How do I let you talk?
That's what you come up with.
No.
No. Well, you I hate to say it, but you said it. Not
You
only
said
I
it.
know. I
it is
have to
on
roll
the
with it
stream-
now.
It's on the stream.
Let's try.
So I mean, it's not even like we can just retcon it.
No, it's fine. But either way,
Lord Bathistan sent us.
Lord, and he goes, "Lord Bathistan,"
I fucked that name up, didn't I?
and he goes, "What exactly are
upper
you here
management.
for? What exactly did Lord Bathistan send you here?"
there was a mix-up. This one's supposed to go to Enosa, and we were supposed to take it and bring it, so you guys don't have to be bothered with it.
I was given,
that was
I
kinda
was
slick.
expressly given supervisory status by Lord Bazazan, and was told that this was my project and this individual was specifically chosen for the joining. This is unacceptable. This is an
No,
unacceptable.
I'm telling you, we're gonna bring this to Enosa and capture the one that you need.
Make
and bring it back to you.
persuasion check at
I'm
disadvantage.
getting
Yeah,
froggy.
I'm trying.
Persuasion
You know
at
what?
disadvantage.
That's actually
Ugh.
that is still a 22.
No.
22.
I rolled a 10 and an
Nuh-uh.
18.
I'm still gonna ready an arrow just in case.
So Sirach from the landing below, looking over with his eyes,
Yeah,
like
I'm getting
knocking
I'm,
an arrow.
I'm
God,
popping up. I'm
why did I let
popping
you
up.
talk,
I'm ready
Jacob?
to go.
Okay, so he
I'm
goes.
rusty, okay?
He looks at you and squints his eyes and pauses and looks like hesitant and goes and points to the one that's working on Harry and goes, "Get the stone." So he goes, the one that's working on Harry, the one that slapped your hand away, goes, "Ha!" Stands up from the his hands are filled with like black muck from reaching in to get and now getting a close look, and that you're right next to Harry, it's really kind of a sad situation. You don't know if he's conscious of what's going on, but there's like these. Imagine if you took like dark fish and shoved them down someone's mouth. They're down their throat, and like their tails are like flapping out the side of their mouths. This is some horrible stuff. His stomach is distended, and it's moving. So you can see that there's literally his body must be full of these things, whatever they are. It's a frightening. It's frightening to see. So he goes over to the corner. There's a chest near one of the piles of the bodies. Opens up the chest, reaches in and gets this, I guess, a stone. It looks honestly like a pet rock. It doesn't really even look that impressive. And he takes this pet rock over to the leader or the supervisor that was challenging your authority, Pia. And he holds the rock before his hand and casts a few spells on
what are you doing?
And looks at you and goes, "How do you not know what I'm doing?"
What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you doing it for us, though?
Lorenzo, you ate too much cake downstairs.
Oh my God.
Give me a moment. And he washes the stone with like the blue glitter and inspire. He basically does not respond to your challenge and just continues with whatever spell casting he is doing. And suddenly the stone brights up a fluorescent blue, and he speaks to the stone and goes,
God.
Lord Bazazan.
I'm gonna choose to attack now. I'm attacking.
You're attacking?
Yeah, I'm attacking.
Okay.
The minute he says Lord Bazazan, I'm attacking.
Okay, so obviously, absolutely, by all means, everyone roll initiative, but Baka, you get the first attack.
Come on, man. Our covered thing was.
Everyone roll initiative. Dun 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 dun. Battle has brought upon itself. I have to roll initiative for the groups.
Middle management's fucking up.
Oh my God.
Sorry.
Roll your initiative and then hold on to the number for me because I have to roll for a couple of guys over here.
16.
Hold on to your number because I'm going to forget. I need to roll these guys first. Okay.
I'm the supervisor.
I'd expect them to have a phone. What the fuck?
Phone.
I expect them to have a phone rock.
I was afraid that was like gonna be like some like
whipped out his Motorola.
Bloop, bloop.
Yeah, I didn't know what that was. I thought it was gonna be like
it was a Nokia
detection or something.
You're one of those yellow phones where you point to point, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The Sprint one.
Oh geez. All right, so I have the numbers down for the folks on the roof. Anyone roll higher than 20?
26.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Baka up here at the top at 26. But Baka, you get an extra attack, and then you go unless they beat you 26. Okay, so maybe
my 26.
I can't tell you yet. Anybody else get higher than a 20? Anybody
19.
go 20 to 15? So 19 for Theoden.
16.
I'm going to go Theoden plus Chester with the 19. Okay.
Like
17.
Baka plus Ari with the 26. 17 is Sirach.
Yeah, because Chester's
and
going
Alistair.
Chester's
And
adorable.
16 is, well, you
Chester's
guys all rolled
man.
really great for initiative. 16
I know,
is
I got lucky.
Pia. And of course Splinter, but Splinter basically just chews on cheese inside Pia's pocket. So okay, so we got the initiative there.
Pretty much.
The sheets here.
That's why he always stinks.
All right, let's
You're one
go
to
with
talk.
this. So you reacted first, Baka. What would you like to do with your free action? Free strike, not necessarily free. Your free action for you is like 12 attacks. Free strike.
I only get 3 attacks.
You know what I mean. I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna shoot him right in the head with my
What?
boomstick.
He takes out this antique firearm that looks like a double barrel shotgun and just pulls the trigger. Boom! Luckily, you're in an open air roof, because otherwise, if you were in an enclosed corridor, everyone's ears would be ringing. Make a hit roll, please.
Yeah.
And you're attacking which one are you attacking? The one that was holding the stone?
Yeah.
Awesome. Go for it.
It's a 26.
26 is a hit. Blast him right in the center mass.
Damage.
How much?
32.
32. Okay, 32. Let me minus this off here. Hold on a second. 32. Okay. Okay. It strikes him right in his midsection. Okay. He basically falls back a few steps. He's bleeding from his stomach. He's literally, the stone goes flying off the roof. So basically it skitters behind him and skitters literally off the side of the roof. So I guess basically it's a missed call for Lord Bazazan. And he's holding his midsection, bleeding
dialed.
through his fingers. So now, top of the combat round is Baka with his 26 plus Ari. Baka, what would you like to do? Start it off.
Yeah, you know what I'm gonna do?
You obviously could theoretically pull the trigger twice because it's 2 barrels in your boomstick, but that's really up to you.
Oh, well, I did the reload because I just used 1 shot, technically.
Oh, but it only had one. Didn't it have 2 shells in, or did it have 1 shell in from
Well,
last
I mean,
time?
I shoot once again, but then I have to reload and.
True.
Yeah.
Well, it's up to you. What would you like to do?
I'm
Do you have
going
one close
to-
enough to you? Well, no, that's not true, actually. No one is within 5 feet of you right now because the one that was within 5 feet of you walked to get the stone to give to the supervisor. So he's actually in the background now.
Theoretically, could I take my attack and then bonus action reload and then and I attack? I only get 1 shot again.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna drop the pistol.
Okay.
Pull out my rapier and my Astorian in the main hand, and
Go for it.
I'm gonna walk up to the guy. Is he prone or is he still walking?
He's still standing. Basically, imagine him going down to 1 knee and staggering. He looks like somebody who's going to die from his injuries, but isn't dead yet and might not be dead for a few minutes. It's one of those deals. If he doesn't get medical attention, he will bleed to death eventually, but he's not dead.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna use trip attack with a battle master maneuver.
Absolutely. So unfortunately, you're down to your last superiority dice. You can use your last one.
Yep.
Okay, so no more superiority dice, but it is a trip attack. What do I do? Roll a dexterity check or something?
Expend 1 knock down target. You add superiority die to the damage roll. If the target is large or smaller, it must make a strength saving throw. On a failed save, you knock the target prone.
Okay, so I got to make a strength saving throw. Strength
Yeah,
of
I have
one of the
no idea what the
warlocks.
DC is.
Well, the DC probably should have to do with. We'll check it out, but I think it
It
probably
should
have
be
to do with
battle master.
your. Should it be at level 5? Like if you do the math, level 5 based on your. But if it's dexterity, then you have a shit ton of.
No, I'm pretty sure it's based off my best.
So this is a.
It's
This
8
is
plus my proficiency, which is 4
12
plus my
plus
strength.
plus your
Or
strength.
dexterity. Oh, or dexterity.
Or
so yeah.
dexterity. So there we go. So it's 1 billion points. What is it?
12 plus 8, it's 20.
So I have to basically roll a dirty 20 or higher in order to not get knocked prone. I love it. That's awesome. Okay, so I rolled a 17 plus 0. So it's a 17.
Damn.
So yeah, because I rolled a 17, but his strength is only a 10, so he has no modifier. So basically, you use your weapon in order to knock him on his ass. What would you like to do?
So
now,
he's
do you get
prone. I should get
Advantage.
sneak attack.
Yes, you should. If it's an attack at advantage, absolutely.
Yeah. So I'm gonna make the attack with the Astorian.
Astorian. So that was the rapier, knocked him out from under his. Maybe he used the blunt side of the blade and hit him on his side. He's easy enough. He would have fell over anyway because he's bleeding like a sieve through his wounds in his abdomen. And now you're going to strike down with the Astorian sword, correct?
Yep.
Okay. Let me know what the damage is. Plus your bonus as a sneak attack rogue.
Oh God, so many. All right, so the Astorian base does 10 plus 8, 11, 16, 21, 26.
26.
So it's 26 plus 10, 36 damage total.
36 damage total. Well, you know what? He's not going to have any need for any medical attention after this fight is over because the fight is over for him. You
He's
basically
already dead.
you basically put him out of his misery. One swipe, and you probably cleanly took off his head off of his shoulders, and now he doesn't have to worry about the pain in his stomach. So 1 out of the 4 warlocks has already been destroyed. Is there anything else that you can do or would like to do with your
I
action?
still have offhand and a main attack.
Go for it.
I'll switch to the next target, the closest one.
Closest one would be the one that was working on Harry towards the chemistry laboratory setup. I would say it would take you about 20 feet to get there.
Oh, by the way, I got over 30 on my attack roll for that first hit.
Oh,
I
okay,
forgot to tell
beautiful.
you. I got a 19 again, plus 14, so 33.
Oh yeah. So you use 20 feet of movement. You have 25 total, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so you only have 5 feet of movement left. You make your way. You're standing at the laboratory chemistry set. Before you do the swipe, I want you to make me just a really quick perception check.
It's cocked. It's cocked. I'll take a 7. 7 plus. Oh, it's no matter what. It's 16.
A 16.
Yeah.
With a 16, as you're doing your maneuver, as you're basically rushing forward in order to slice this guy right across his chest, you notice now you're close enough to the edge of the roof that you can tell that you're at least 1,000 feet above the ground. So this is not wild. And the interesting thing is it must be some sort of spatial spell, because when you entered this building, first it resembled a spike that was maybe a couple of 100 feet high. So now you get into this spike of a construct, make your way up what seemed to be a stairs that went up maybe 100, 150 feet. And now as you're standing on the roof, not only do you notice the spike a few 100 feet away, as if you were magically transported from the spike to this flat surface roof, but now you notice that you're the highest building. The spike is maybe 600 or 700 feet lower than you. And the ground is at least 1,000 feet below. So just something to just keep in the back of your minds for you, and if you decide to tell the group. So now you basically swing at the one that gave him the speaking stone.
Yep.
What
So
was the
first,
hit roll
first
for
hit's
that?
over 33, and the second hit is a 20 something.
Both strike their target. Give me some damage on this second Brood of Katoa Warlock.
Rapier does 13. The Historian does 11. So it's 23.
So 23 total, or just 23?
24 damage. Sorry, 13 plus 11.
24, got you. Slice him across the side of his face. He'll never he'll need plastic surgery in order to fix that. And you catch him basically near his you basically stab him with the rapier through his neck where his collarbone is, and comes out through the back of his shoulder and comes back out, and the blood starts squirting out in your direction. Is there anything else that you are able to do?
Not.
Your turn
Baka.
is over. Baka has finished, but there's still
Ari.
your lion cub, who's not really much of a cub anymore. He's
Yeah,
actually a Thundercat mount.
I'll have Ari attack the same one I was on. So
The first roar that you ever hear from Ari, as it leaps, basically a lion without its mane, looks very much like a female lion, although it's a male, leaps forward. And for a fraction of a minute, Baki, you're almost afraid that he may literally knock himself and this Brood of Katoa Warlock over the side. But luckily, he stops short of the edge. So what was the attack?
First attack.
12 for the first attack does not hit.
Second attack is going to be
Second attack.
natural 20.
Natural 20 is, of course, a hit and a double damage of the entire roll. Not just the dice. That's the homebrew rule that I use, where we just double everything.
Plus.
Double everything.
Double it all, baby.
Double it all.
I got a 1, so
1 plus
so
his
it's 5. It's plus 4, so it's 10 total.
10 total. Gotcha. So 10 total. Basically, he's struggling with this lionette, or whatever you want to call it. Actually, I'm so blind.
He's a lion. He's not a
lionette. You said 10 points of damage. Okay. Unfortunately, he's struggling with Ari, the lion, but he is not out of the picture. All right. So your turns are over. Next up is Theoden and Chesta. Theoden and Chesta, what would you like them to do, please?
So how far are we?
Honestly, you're about 100 feet away.
Shit, that's pretty far.
Yeah, you guys are basically poking your heads out of like the trap door from underneath that's open like this, at one corner of the roof, while this is at the far edge, and they basically strolled over there while you guys were watching. So unfortunately, there is a bit of a distance. The good news is that you guys all won the initiative. So if you wanted to use this to dash forward, you could. I mean, but then again, that's really up to you.
Well, I'm gonna run up, but if I dash, I can't use a spell, right?
Dashing is using your action. So yes, you'd have to. Unfortunately, you'd use your movement and your dash to get yourself closer, but then you'd kill your action ability.
Oh, you know
Or you
what?
could use,
No,
a
no, no,
spell
I'm
that
gonna-
has range ability, I guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna run up. And how far away is Baka and Pia from them?
They're basically right in the middle of this. Imagine there's the four statues, basically the catatonic people, including Harry. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you've got basically within 10 feet of that central 4 is both Baka and the two animals and Pia.
All right. So I'm gonna run up and use.
So you
So
use
if
your
I-
movement. You use
my-
your movement of 25 feet, correct?
Yeah, and
Okay,
was
so that gets you
reasonable?
that gets you 75 feet away.
Shit.
So you use all of your movement. Now it's up to you
I
if you
got-
want to dash to try to get within 50 feet. It's up to you.
Yeah, I have to.
Okay, so you use your action to dash, and now you're within 50 feet. Is there
Alright.
anything that you can do? You
I
still
could-
have a bonus action.
Yeah, I could use spiritual weapon.
Yes. Now, what's the range on spiritual weapon? Because you are 50 feet away.
I'm looking it up.
I think
I feel
the
it's
range might be
20 feet,
60 feet and then 20 feet each turn. If it's
It is 60 feet.
okay, so because you got within 60 feet, you can
can-
make the spiritual weapon apparate right on top of one of the enemies.
Let's
If you
do it, baby.
so, what would you like? So basically, what you see is you see the four prisoners that are frozen in place. You see You see Ari, the lion cub, attacking one of the warlocks. There are 2 other warlocks, and then the 4th warlock was cut down by Baka.
I'll do the one with Ari.
Okay, what do you? So what does your spiritual weapon look like?
I'm going with a whip.
Nice. So a 15-foot long, thick
Chain whip, a chain whip.
Oh, a chain whip. Nice. So spectral whip with chains on it. I love it.
Pow.
Okay. So okay, basically appears above Ari and the warlock, and I would like you to roll to hit for the chain whip. And that can move 20 feet each turn.
Yep. Where's my thing? 14 plus 11.
11?
25.
A 25 to hit with the chain whip does indeed hit.
Yay. All right, let's do this damage.
Damage.
What is it?
I think it's what?
D8.
2d8 or 1d8?
It's 1d8.
1d8? Okay, go for it.
8.
8? Hey, listen, every little bit
Well,
counts.
it's 8 plus
Your wisdom modifier?
yeah, 8 plus 5.
13. Gotcha. So a little better even. You know, since he's probably a masochist, I'm sure that he probably enjoyed it a little bit, but it did do damage.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm assuming that your turn is over.
Yeah,
you
Chester, I
have
guess,
Chester.
is right next to me.
Well, keep in mind, Chester might have more movement than you because Chester is a blink dog.
Does
so
he?
keep that in mind.
Oh, that's right.
So maybe you can get Chester. I'm not sure how to manipulate his movement, but I think if you use his action to teleport plus
40
his movement,
feet.
so he can move 40 feet, but can he also blink with
It's
his?
blink 40 feet, too.
So you can probably get him 80 feet. He can get within 20 feet of the group, or do you want him to be standing right next to you?
No, next to me. Next to
Okay,
me.
gotcha. So
Yeah,
then
yeah,
it's
yeah.
easy enough. Theoden and Chester are both within 50 feet. Got it.
Blink
Okay.
a spell, or is it basically like a
It's
Misty
an
Step?
ability. It's an ability, like
Oh, it
Misty
is.
Step. Yeah.
That's cool.
So all right. So Theoden and Chester, the blink dog, are done. Sirach and Alistair, the other cub, lion cub. What would you guys like to do from the mouth of the stairwell up to the roof?
All right. Gonna come out of the stairwell 40 feet.
Done deal.
And
Okay, so we'll have you. That means that you're 60 feet away.
yep.
60 feet away. Got it.
I'm gonna have Alistair go the additional 10 feet.
Got you. So
Forward.
Alistair will be 50 feet away.
Yep.
Okay. Alistair.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Lightning Arrow.
Lightning arrow.
And then I will fire at Probably the one that's farthest away from the rest of the party.
Okay.
'Cause I don't want to fire at one that's right next to somebody.
All right. If anyone was watching, and probably no one is because they basically have their backs to you at this point, you would notice that Sirach the half elf basically takes one of his arrows out of his quiver and holds the point of the quiver in his hand, turns this radiant blue. And when he basically lets go of it, the head of the arrow he's about to put inside the bow is like almost like such a bright white, it's almost white blue. So basically roll to do your hit.
Okay. Roll to hit is going to be a 24.
24 does hit. Which one were you shooting at again?
So there's one that's in melee range of Baka, and then
No, the one that was fighting Baka, Baka killed him.
Oh, okay.
Okay. There's one
Gotcha.
that's being attacked by a lion.
I was
by
on
Ari.
the same one as that one, wasn't I?
Oh, let's hold on a second. I might be wrong.
Because I killed the one in like.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Yeah, you killed one,
I'm
then
sorry.
you went to another one.
Yes, that's my fault. So basically, Baka and the cat are both basically attacking the one that had given him the stone. Got it. Okay, my fault. He's in big trouble because he's basically getting double teamed at the point. Now possibly triple teamed because Sirach is about to shoot at him.
No, because there's two more, right?
There are two others.
Yeah, I want to fire at one of those other two.
Got it. And what did you say, Baka? I'm sorry.
I thought Aiden had a spiritual axe on it as well.
Yes, absolutely. So yes, so it's
Oh,
on
so that gets it. Yeah.
Yeah, so that one is basically seriously getting, basically triple teamed. It's the whip, the cat, and Baka are basically attacking that one. He's got his hands full. So you're shooting at one of the other two, Sirach. Go for it.
That will be. That will be 13 points of lightning damage.
13 points of lightning damage. Noted. Crackling. Basically looks like he stuck his finger in a light socket when the arrow hits him.
And then the fourth one isn't within 10 feet of him, correct?
No, he is not.
Okay.
He's not. I'd say he's about 20 feet away.
Cool. Okay. So then I will just fire another regular arrow at the same one.
Got it.
And that's going to be 17 plus 9 to hit.
That is absolutely a hit.
So then
the arrow finds its mark. Dead center of the target.
That will be 14 points of damage this
14. Okay. Every little bit counts. Strikes him in the center of his chest. He's sucking wind, but doesn't look like he's fallen over. Anything else?
Nope, that will be my turn.
Okay, your turn is now over, and then after Sirach, it is now the Warlock's turn. So I have 1, 2, 3 conscious Warlocks. So I would say that the one that is being triple teamed, instead of casting a spell, he's going to do an invocation. He speaks a command word that's a foreign language, even to Pia. None of you can understand what is being said, but you notice that something is happening to the 4 catatonic individuals. They are starting to move. What's happening exactly, you're not 100% sure. That is his action. His action was to start the experiment. So he pushed the panic button, so to speak. The other 2 warlocks that are conscious, and one of them's got a couple of arrows in him, the other one hasn't been attacked at all. They're going to cast a summon demon spell. So that's going to be their actions, which in case will bring. So that one is dead. That one is poof, never happened, and that one never happened because you guys killed them before they were able to bring their demons. So I could take them off the board. All right. So in thin air, there you see 2 rifts basically on each sides of this experiment. Right in thin air. It's almost as if something reached through and teared open space and time. a sliver of red energy. And out of that red energy comes squeezing through a floating demon squid that you are very familiar with. But to just again refresh the memory of individuals who may not have seen previous streams, imagine an octopus or a squid squeezing its way through a small crevice of a rock and plopping itself out. But when it emerges from this crevice, it's floating as if it's floating in water, even though it's floating in air. Imagine a oversized reddish purple squid with 8 tentacle arms floating as if in water and sharp needle ridges on all of its arms. So add 2 of those onto the roof. They don't get to go to this turn because they took their turn showing up into this plane of existence. And so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I need you guys to make a perception check. Everybody make a perception check and let me know what you get.
11.
20.
11, you do not notice.
9.
9, stay it in, you do not notice.
16.
Dirty 20.
16, dirty 20. Both Baka and Sirach notice, possibly Sirach with his eagle eyes. I think he sees dark vision at 120 feet or something like that.
Yep.
So it works as regarding the narrative. And Baka, you're basically right in the middle of the scrum. So why wouldn't you notice? Whatever that invocation or command word that he was able to utter before, I'm sure you basically lop his head off or Ari rips his throat out. It seems as though the umbilical cords. Okay, I won't go too far with it because their turn is over. What I will say is that when you look over at Harry, and which makes it that much more horrifying, the fact that it's Harry and not someone else. Remember how I called the black snakes umbilical cords?
Mhm.
Well, one of them, basically, you see Harry almost psychically pulled in closer proximity with the other 4 as if they're trying to join each other. And out of his actual belly button, which is exposed because he's naked, he's not wearing any of his armor or clothing, and the only reason why that you can't see every part of his body because he's covered in this kind of like molasses material, for reasons unknown. But out of his actual stomach, his actual belly button, bursts one of these umbilical cords, these black slimy umbilical cords, looking to reach out and connect with the other 3. It seems as if with that high perception that these 4 prisoners are seeking to join with each other to create some kind of collective monster, but it has not happened yet. So anyway, their turn is over. Next up is let's see. I've got the warlocks, floating demons 2. They don't get to go yet.
Probably me.
Okay. So now yes. Where are you?
I think you skipped over him. Because he
I
had it pretty good.
I skipped over him. Yeah,
I rolled a 16.
Oh, you know what? Actually, yeah. It's you go next. I'm sorry, I didn't skip over him. You go next. Okay, so let's go. Okay, cool. So Pia, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna run back 30 feet and get the hell away from these people.
Okay, you can do that.
Pussy.
Okay. Yep.
I don't think anyone.
Always.
The only thing that would be in attack opportunity range would be, I guess, if you want to I'll call them flesh golems. Okay. For lack of a better term, this thing that they're concentrating on joining forces somehow. And so when you back off to 30 feet, they're not worried. They're not concerned with you.
Okay.
So you have a little bit of distance now. Now, what would you like to do?
All right. And then I'm going to aim at, I guess, the supervisor.
Supervisor is dead.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The other one that said the command word?
The one that hasn't been attacked yet.
Gotcha. Go for it.
Okay. And
So
I'm
Pia is on
going
that one.
to fire an Eldritch Blast at him. So that is
Purplish
3d6.
vomit-like energy fires from your fingertips, splashes on him, infused with maggots. Yes.
First one is a nat 20 to hit.
Nat 20. Don't forget to double your damage.
Yep.
So first one strikes true.
All right, and the second one I roll. Ooh. Hold on, I don't have my thing up here.
Big close up of you, Jacob.
Dun-dun-dun.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. My
No,
camera's
it's cool.
a little weird.
It's cool.
18
18. Well, 18 is a hit. Absolutely.
and oh my gosh, a 28.
Okay, I'm confused. So you rolled an 18 and that becomes a 28?
Correct.
Okay, so
Plus
you're the
10.
natural 20 and then you have the 28. So with your first attack roll, make sure you roll double damage. It's a critical
Okay.
hit.
So then that
His 18 is a critical too.
Wait, hold on. His 18 is a critical as well.
Yeah, Blade of Doom or Blade of Disaster.
No,
He
this is
didn't-
Eldritch
he-
Blast.
Yeah, it's just an Eldritch
I
Blast.
thought he was using that new spell.
So my double damage is a hold on, what is it? Plus 6, 7. That's 14. It's kind
14,
of
14 total.
Yeah, that was a lame. That was
All
a
right.
lame
Well,
roll.
it all counts.
Yep.
Now he's trying to get the maggots out of his eyes. He's been splashed with
Okay.
the necrotic energy. Yes, another homebrew rule, ladies and gentlemen. It's not
And-
force damage, it's necrotic damage. What's the next one?
The second one hits for 16 points of damage.
16. So that one was even better. There we
Yep.
go.
And the second one hits for
Oh, wait a minute. Did you just
11
give me?
points.
wait a
The third
minute.
one. I'm sorry,
Oh,
the third
okay,
one.
third one.
Yeah,
11
that one
points?
hits for 11.
So you hit him with 3 consecutive. Well, what was the hit roll? I'm confused now. I thought there was just 2, but there was.
No, I shoot 3. Actually,
Yeah.
I think I shoot 4 now. Yeah, level 17. I shoot 4 now.
All right. Well, but hold on a second.
But-
I want to go back to the hit rolls.
Okay.
You did a natural 20.
Yep.
You rolled an 18 total.
Yes.
Okay. Where was the 28?
The 28 was the third one. I rolled an my thing is I rolled a 15 and then my spell attack is 13.
28. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So now make a roll for the fourth one then.
Okay. And that's definitely a miss. That's 2.
Well, 2 plus what? You never know what the armor class is.
13.
13.
13. Yes, 13 is a miss. So
No,
the
it's a
fourth.
15 total because 2 plus 13. Right.
2
Is-
plus 13 is 15.
15 is still a miss, unfortunately. But
All right.
3 out of the 4 Eldritch Blasts find their target. He's basically doing everything he can. The maggots are literally eating his eyeballs, his going up his nostrils, crawling in his mouth. He's not having a fun time. So, but unfortunately, he's occupied, but he is not dead as of yet. He's still
That's
a threat.
fine. I have a bonus action that I would like to use for the first time.
Go for it.
I'm going to summon my Blade of Disaster.
Tell us about Blade of Disaster.
So it's kind of like a mega spiritual weapon. That's basically the best way I could put it. And it crits at hit rolls of 18 or higher. And on a regular hit, it's 4d12 force damage. And then it's 12d12 force damage on a crit. And I can do 2 attacks. There are 2 melee spell attacks each turn. And I can use it as a bonus action every turn.
How far away can you drop this thing from your person?
60 feet.
Okay,
well,
60
which with
feet away
spell
from you.
sniper would be 120.
So you can
and I
put
can
it
move
basically
it
anywhere you
30
want.
feet.
You
Yeah.
can put it anywhere you want right now, and each round they can move 30 feet.
Yes.
Okay, cool. No problem. So basically, it's what kind of a weapon does it look like in your imagination?
Mine, it's going to be a trident.
Okay, so trident, nice. Okay,
Yeah.
shows up, floats in the air, makes. I hate to say this, Staden, but it kind of makes your whip look a little bit inferior. I apologize, but
Don't worry, I could summon a different one.
I'm sure you can.
so now the trident appears where on the battlefield? What would you like it to attack?
You know what? I'm going to have it keep that squid thing busy.
Okay. So one out of the 2 squid things, it appears there. Does it get to attack on this bonus action, or does it have to wait?
It does.
It does attack.
Yeah,
So
it
go
says
for it.
when
Yeah.
you cast the spell, you can make up to 2 melee spell attacks with the blade.
Go for it. So the
All right, so
trident
the first
engages one of the floating demons, floating squid.
one. When I do a hit roll with this, am I using my spell hit?
I absolutely, I
attack
think you
bonus,
should.
or-
That would make the most sense.
Okay. I wasn't sure
wait,
how that
Are
works.
you able to use like cantrips and this blade at the same time?
Yeah, it's a
Uh,
concentration, so I can't use. It's a bonus action concentration, so I just.
Yeah, I
hit
have no
with
problem
another
with that. I have no problem with that.
concentration.
But yeah,
That's insane.
it's
I
pretty
know.
cool. It's pretty cool.
So the first roll is a 4 plus 13, which is what, 17?
17 does not hit.
Fuck. All right, so I'll do the second one, which is a 5 plus 13,
18?
18.
18 does hit.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, so how much damage does it?
So-
Ooh.
all right, so 15, that's a D12, so 4D12.
4d12. So 4 12-siders. Nice. Get some damage on the battlefield in another spot. I like it. So basically, this trident is basically keeping the octopi at bay, stabbing at it with its three Well, everybody knows what a trident looks like. It's basically a spear that has a head of 3 spikes. I think
24
spikes?
points of damage.
24 points of damage. Nice, very nice. So it's basically that particular enemy on the battlefield is occupied with the mega spiritual weapon. So is your turn over?
Yes.
Okay, so now your turn is over. Let's see. So now there's only one thing left on the battlefield that needs to take into consideration before we go back to Baka at the top of the combat round. So let me roll at random to see what it attacks.
Damn, that was just 1 round.
That's just 1 round, natural 1, so misses completely. And that one hits. So let me see which, well, that one shoot. Okay, wait, hold on a second. That's not fair. Let me make I will hold on to that number, but let me do a random roll to see that it goes, who it goes after. Let's see, let's go with Sirach. Okay, Sirach, so suddenly an Eldritch Blast type attack strikes you in the back, which is odd to you because you were looking right at Pia when that happened, so you know that it couldn't have come from him. And when you turn around, you notice that, remember when I told you that on the roof, there are these spikes on the 4 corners of the roof?
Mm-hmm.
So at the top of the spikes, it is basically glowing with what looks like a gem at the top of that spike when you turn around and look. And right now you're basically dealing with the after effects of being hit with an Eldritch Blast. You take 8 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
Okay. And so that is done. Now we're at the top of the combat round. Baka and Ari. Baka, what would you like to do?
Who's around me?
Basically, you have this weird experiment that's joining in the center of the battlefield, within, I'd say, within your movement range. Closer to you is the one that you basically have 2 of them that are close to you. The one that Ari is basically Ari and the whip is on is closest to you. On the other side of that experiment is the guy taking arrows. And then closer to you than that, I would say maybe 15 feet or so from you is the one that's basically has the Eldritch Blast wiping his eyes. So everybody, basically you got 2 of them within 15 feet of you.
All right. I'm gonna yell to Théoden. Théoden, something's happening. You try removing a curse or something.
Okay.
And
there's no reason why he wouldn't hear you. Absolutely.
I'm gonna use Ari's attack first. I'm gonna attack with Ari.
All right. The one that he's engaged with, right? Gotcha. Yeah. Okay.
It's 23 to hit.
23 does hit.
Just roll second attack.
So the lion cub basically is trying to tear out the throat of the warlock. How much damage on that first bite?
Yes. 6 damage.
6 damage. This guy's in trouble, but he's not dead yet.
I think it's 6. Hold on, just let me check real quick.
Okay.
I have the stats right here. Oh, I'm sorry. It was 25 to hit.
25 to hit. Well, it hit
yeah.
anyway.
So it was 6 damage.
6 damage, but he gets a second attack, correct?
He does. I rolled a 17 in a second attack.
17 misses. Unfortunately. So this one is basically he's doing everything he can to keep the teeth of this lion from sinking down even further. Maybe he's got his arm in the way and he's basically, instead of it being his throat, it's sinking his claws into his forearm. So he's in bad shape, that particular warlock. So now his turn is over. The Ari, his turn is over. What's Baka doing?
I'm gonna have Ari disengage, start running away.
Okay. Well, Ari do?
Well, he can't use disengage, but he can run.
Yes, he can, but he would get. That's what I was going to say. Okay, no problem. So, how far can he go? Just out of curiosity.
I think it's 40 feet.
All right. So what I'll do is I will have him shoot an Eldritch Blast at Ari. I rolled an 18 plus. Okay, so it's 18 plus, and it is. What is the bonus on that? 11 points of damage to Ari. 11 points of necrotic damage. Okay. As Ari's running away, it basically gets hit with an Eldritch Blast, and it skitters across all across the roof, but gets its footing again and continues running away. So, Baka, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna finish off this guy real quick.
Go for it.
I got attack.
First attack is with which weapon?
The historian. I got a 30 something.
Yes, absolutely it hits. Level 17 group, everything hits. I love it.
He's not a fiend, aberrant, or
No, he's just a
undead.
guy. Just a guy.
Okay.
That's why the gun worked, because they don't have any kind of like weird anti-magic weapons. There are some enemies at this point that the gun won't work against because the guns are not magical. But these guys take a full effect because they're just guys.
Right. So I'm gonna. It's a 12 to hit. 12 damage.
12 damage is enough to finish him off. You basically lop his head off. So now, let's just get this. Let me get this correctly. He is finished. So we've got one on one side of the battlefield with some arrows in him, and one on the other side of the battlefield with wiping away the Eldritch Blast residue. We've got 2 warlocks, 2 of the floating demons, and whatever this experiment is in the middle of the battlefield. Okay, what would you, Baki? You still have some more attacks. What would you like to do?
Me. All right. I'm gonna attack the floating fucking octopus. with my
Okay,
last
so
two attacks.
the one that has the trident, basically stabbing it.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay, so that's the closest one to you. So you make your way very easily within 15 feet over to that floating demon, and you swing away at it. Go ahead, give me some hit rolls. What do you have? Two left.
2 attacks. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a 31 to hit.
31 does
I'll
indeed
roll
hit.
Second attack. Second attack is 21.
21 does hit. So both attacks hit. Just make sure the armor class is different, but 21 does hit.
So first attack does with the rapier does 12 damage.
12 damage. Okay.
The historian, I would assume, would gets the aberrant or fiend bonus.
Yes, it is. So the historian sword gets bonus damage because of the type of monster that it is.
Oh, I just rolled 3 6s. Holy shit.
Nice.
So yeah, it's
Damn, boy.
18 plus 9, 27 damage.
27. It all counts. You're carving away at that demon turkey.
And
And what else would you like?
bonus action.
Bonus action.
disengage.
Disengage. So you can absolutely move out of its range without getting an attack of opportunity. You have maybe another 10 feet of movement. So you're just gonna move 10
Yeah,
feet
I'm
back.
gonna fuck off 10 feet back.
Okay, cool. All right. So that is done. The demon squid looks like it's injured, but not in any way, shape, or form is it out of commission. Your turn is over. Now we go to Theoden and Chester. Theoden and Chester are 50 feet away from anything melee range.
Yeah.
Theoden and Chester, what would you like to do?
So
The dwarven cleric.
Remember, I yelled for you.
Chester's gonna run and blink up to the closest one he can.
He can, absolutely. That's the one, that's the warlock that basically is wiping out the maggots from the
Okay.
Eldritch Blast. So you want Chester the Blink Dog to go there. Got it.
Yes.
Okay. And jump on him and bite him?
Yes.
Absolutely. Big, muscular Rottweiler / pit bull mix with adorable face, big brown eyes, but he's angry. So, you
Right,
don't see that adorable side right now.
And how far is Theoden?
Theoden is 50 feet away.
50 feet. I'm gonna get up that 50 feet, sprint up. So
Okay, so unfortunately that uses your action.
yeah.
Because you have to use the action to sprint, but you are basically right next to your dog if you want to be.
Yes.
Okay. Now, if you have the choice, also, if you want to be, you know how I told you that these 4 individuals, including Harry, are joining somehow to
Yeah.
become something else? That process has not happened yet. You
Right.
could theoretically reach that grouping as well if you wanted to. I'm just giving you the option because they're basically the same distance as the guy that Chester is attacking.
Yeah. Wait. If I reach that grouping,
Hmm.
can I jump onto Harry
That's
and try to
bold.
pull
I
him
will
off?
let you
Too
make like
bold.
I'll let in this situation only, I'll let you make some sort of like dexterity check with like a high DC to
Just
try
because
to
it's for Harry.
just because it's for Harry. Normally I would say no, but I think it would be interesting to see to give you an attempt to what it is you'd like to do.
Why did you just use what I suggested? It might work.
It's not. It
Well,
looks
but-
like more
but-
than a
but-
curse.
But the thing is he's
I
already
mean, it
made
might-
he's already made the movement. He's in the process of like sprinting forward.
yeah.
So the question is where he sprints and you know. So are you gonna go to where the dog is, or are you gonna go just to the right where this conglomeration of
So how-
flesh and
How
umbilical cords?
fast is it moving? Fast or no?
It's happening in a slow process. We'll make a perception check. I'll let you know.
Okay.
Perception. It's a slow process.
15.
All right, with a 15, you think with your mental muscles firing as you're running full blast with full plate armor on, you're convinced that you could get there before they join up with. They look like they're going to make love to each other with these black snakes. You
Nice.
think you can get in there and grab him and throw him away from the group. That's what you think you can do. You have
Yes.
time to do that.
Okay.
Okay, so is that what you're going to try to do?
That's what I'm gonna do.
So you use your movement and your sprints to get right up next to them.
Oh.
All right,
yeah.
and now I need you to make a dexterity check, please.
A
So just
dexterity
not a
check.
saving throw, just a dexterity check.
Right. Yeah. Shit.
What'd you get?
13.
13 is enough for you to get your hands on him and secure him where he's not moving forward, but you
Okay.
don't have enough time. You expected him to be a flimsy rag doll, but in that moment of rushing, you try
Yeah.
to move him back and he's
not budging.
He's not budging. He's not budging at all. But you have your hands on him at the moment, and you're convinced that with your giant strength, there's no way he's going to be able to move forward. You're just surprised with your advanced strength that you weren't able to just throw him off the roof with a flick of a finger. You're stunned at how strong this grip is, this demonic spell. So I'm assuming your turn is over, but you still have to do the attack with Chester. You never did the attack with Chester, I don't
Right.
think. So the dog's gonna bite the warlock.
Yeah, twice.
Okay, go for it.
And then my spiritual weapon.
Yes, don't forget. Yes, absolutely. The whip.
15 and a 13.
You rolled a 15 and you rolled a 13.
Yeah.
So this guy is holding on. He's the dog is trying to get its canine.
didn't hit, right?
Yeah, the dog's trying to get its jaws, those pit bull type
Mhm.
clamping jaws, down on his throat. And he's basically this guy. I got to give this guy credit. He's on his back. He's holding on to the teeth of Chester and holding the Chester's teeth from keeping closed. He must have been some kind of professional wrestler before he decided to be a crazy warlock or something.
What a dick.
Yeah, exactly. So unfortunately, the dog is keeping him busy, but he's not dead. So
Okay.
now don't forget, you also have the whip,
The
the spiritual weapon.
weapon.
If you can only move 20 feet, the only thing that you can attack with the spiritual weapon is the floating demon that both Baka and the
That's what I'm
trident are
doing.
attacking. So you move the whip over to that floating demon and you make your attack roll. Go for it.
Ooh, 19.
19 is a hit on
Hit
the
me
floating
with it,
demon.
Shaden.
You're next.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Where did my D8 go? Here it is. What is that? 6 plus 4. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Lacerated calamari. It all counts. What's how many attacks does it get? 1 or 2? Just 1?
2.
2 attack? I don't remember.
Yeah, it's 2.
Can anybody verify that for me? Spiritual weapon is 1 attack or 2?
Oh, spiritual weapon. Yeah, it's 1.
1 attack. Okay, so
Yeah, sorry. I was
it hit
thinking
him.
of Chester. I don't know.
No,
why.
it's fine. It's fine. I had a little bit of a brain fart in that moment.
Yeah.
All right,
Welcome
so-
to my world.
Yeah. So the spiritual weapon, the whip is done. Theoden and Chester are done. It is now Sirach and Alistair's turn. What would you like to do, Sirach and Alistair? Alistair's 10 feet in front of you. You're 60 feet from the grouping, I guess you could call it.
I'm gonna have
Reminding
Alistair-
you that you got shot at by something behind you. Just refresh your memory.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll have Alistair go up and attack the one that I fired arrows at before.
Easily enough. How much is Alistair's movement?
50 feet.
Perfect. So he's 50 feet away. He rushes up. Alistair absolutely is in face of the warlock that's got the arrow sticking out of him. Go for it.
Okay. So First bite is going to be a 19 to hit.
19 does hit. Their armor class is 18.
Okay. And then that will be 12 points of damage.
12 points of damage. Duly noted. Injured, but not dead. The lion is basically growling and scraping him, trying to knock him to his ground, catch him like a gazelle or something on a nature video.
Second attack is only a 12.
12 does not hit, unfortunately. So our Alistair is done. What is Sirach the half elf doing?
I'm going to turn around and I'm going to fire an arrow at the gem that I suspect fired that
Absolutely.
spell at me.
Absolutely. Make a hit roll.
That's going to be a 18.
18. You turn around, you pull an arrow from the quiver, you take careful aim, shooting upward, you let loose the arrow, and you just miss the gem sitting at the top of that spike by mere centimeters. It's just you just didn't account for the wind. It just you literally, it's within inches. You would have had it. The bullseye didn't get the bullseye. It got basically the ring on the outside of the bullseye.
Gotcha.
So that's your first shot, though. Don't you have another one? Go for it. Go for it
again. That one is going to be a 23.
23 does hit. Don't even bother rolling damage. You hit the gem, it shatters into 1,000 pieces, whereby turning that corner ineffective. It is now a dead corner. Okay. Now, without making a perception check, you look on the roof of the building and you realize that there's at least 3 other ones that have to be dealt with.
I don't want to take one.
Get up there and do it.
Yeah. So, what else would you like to do? Do you have another? You basically don't. I don't think you have another attack, do you?
No.
Yeah. So your turn is over. Sirach and Alice is done. Now it's the Warlock's turn.
Wait,
I have
did you get, Sirach?
I think when he shoots the arrow, it's like it's just 2, or do you get 3?
No, I just get 2 attacks, and then
so
if I happen to have enemies within 5 or 10 feet of each other, I can make extra attacks.
Yeah.
But yeah, Horde Breakers if there's enemies in 5 feet, volley if I have enemies in 10.
They're a little bit more spaced out than that now.
So yeah, when they're spaced out, I only get 2 attacks.
Okay,
I'm not that fancy.
Well, you do have the Scimitar of Speed from Baylor, so that's when you're swinging your swords.
I know, but melee, yes, but
yeah,
ranged, I only get 2 unless they're grouped.
Okay, so let's see. So I only have 2 Warlocks left. It's their turn, plus the floating squids now. Okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 to deal with. The one that has Chester on him, it would make sense for him to. He thinks he's gonna die because the dog is right on top of him. So he's gonna do something snazzy before he puts out of his misery. Because why would he just go out like that? He would freak out. He would freak out.
He's a bitch.
He would freak out and do something crazy. Let's see. What would you do from the spells that you have, Mr. Brood of Katoa Warlock? You already summoned your demon.
I know what I would do.
What would you do?
He would hurl somebody through hell.
I'm not going to tell him because he might do it.
Well, yeah, I'll hurl you through hell. Let's see. Now, I don't know if he's quite as advanced as you are. Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, that's why they should have listened.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, you know what I like? I like this. All right, so who's closest to Chester? So Theoden is actually close. Why not? Let's do Theoden. Why that? Because Theoden is in front of this. He's basically got his hands on Harry, and he's only maybe 5 or 10 feet away from this guy. So this guy is basically down on one knee. He's got the animal Chester, the blink dog, trying to chew his throat out. He looks over at Theoden, holds out his hand, and goes, "I command you to kill your friends." I want Theoden to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh, Theoden's fucked.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
No.
Wait a minute. No, okay.
No, I'll
Wisdom
take
saving
the
throw.
wisdom. I'll take the wisdom.
Wisdom saving throw.
He said,
Wisdom.
Oh, no, you stop right there.
So right there, it's wisdom. No, it's
You already said it.
you said it, man.
25.
I can't take it back. What is it?
25.
Damn.
So-
I get a plus 10 on it.
In your subconscious mind, you feel this voice in your head that goes, these
Not enough
fucking
saving.
friends, I don't like them. They're assholes. I should throw them off the side of the roof. These fuckface. And then you shake it off and you're like, what the hell am I thinking? This doesn't make any sense. It sort of makes sense, but
For vodka,
I-
completely.
I
right?
mean,
Definitely makes sense.
I don't like them that much, but to throw them off the roof and you shake
That's
off
a
the
bit
effects,
much, yeah.
you shake off the effects of the dominate beast. And a dominate person is below a dominate beast. So you basically could do it to basically either a
I was
person
gonna
or a
say.
beast. Although Theoden is certainly a beast. But so his action is finished. So he basically wasted his spell. If it had worked, it certainly would have been fun to see Theoden try to basically kill his friends. But
That wouldn't go well for him.
oh
Try to use
shit.
it on a sub 3 intelligent.
Okay, let's
dwarf.
see. So that was the first warlock. The second warlock is dealing with Alistair. And he's got who else is actually he probably would focus on. Oh, I know what he's gonna do. I know what he's gonna do. Let's see. So who's in range of this? Who's in range of this? Let's see. He wouldn't give a shit. He's about to die, so he wouldn't care about who he harms. He would throw it right in the center where the experiment is, thereby hitting Chester, Alistair, Pia, 30 feet away, Pia. He would still get Pia 30 feet away. So let me just make a list of who it would get. See,
I think
Chester, Alistair,
I'm technically there.
Pia, Baka. Sirach's a little further back. Sirach wouldn't be in it. I'm trying to think if there's anybody that I'm forgetting. Theoden's basically right in the middle. I think that's pretty much it. I don't think I'm forgetting anybody else. I think the only one that I don't have is so let's see. I got Pia, got Theoden, no Sirach. Okay, so you know what?
Ari's basically around where Sirach is.
Yeah, Ari's there too. Fucking Ari. Oh well.
No, Ari's with Sirach.
Oh, Ari's with Sirach. That's true.
I
That's true.
already made him run 15.
You made him run back, so no Ari. There we go. You're absolutely right. I did have it right. When you brought his name up, I thought I was forgetting somebody. Okay, so he knows that he's about to die. He knows that he's about to have his throat ripped out by a lion. So he says, "Fuck it." He basically utters the words and popping up out of his hand, not even aiming, basically just throwing it up in the air and letting it fall where it may, is a tiny little crimson pea that floats and drops in the middle of the battlefield, and boom, a thermonuclear explosion hits the top of the roof of the building.
Is that non-magical damage?
No way. I think it is the definition of magical damage. As a fireball explodes in close proximity. So let's see how much damage I'm going to do. I think it's, what is it, 8d6 or?
Yeah,
Standard.
depending on what level.
Okay, I'll do standard. I'm not going to be a dick. 8d6 is fine.
No, be a dick.
I am so shocked.
8d6. Let's go. 8d6.
I won't be a deck.
Everybody make a dexterity saving throw, please. And hold on to your number because I got to do the math first.
Oh
1,
yeah,
2,
I
3,
forgot about this.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I rolled good. 6, 12, 18, 23, 27, 31, 34, 37. Pretty good. 37 points of fire damage. So let's go PI first. Well, first of all, hold on a second.
37 out of 48.
It's pretty good. You know,
Shit.
exactly. 37
Yeah,
is
that's
pretty
a
good.
big one.
I got a good one. So let's go. You know what? Let's do the animals first.
Okay.
Let's go the animals first. I'm sorry.
Splinter
Let's go
die?
Chester. Did you roll a dexterity saving throw for Chester Theoden?
No.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for Chester. What does Chester the Blink Dog get for his dex saving throw?
10.
Okay, so he takes 37 points of fire damage. Now, I'm sure Theoden, now hold on, before you mark off 37 points of fire
Chester
damage.
dies.
I know
Wait.
for a fact that you used a necklace that you put on the dog that was given to you as a gift that gave him a resistance. What was the resistance? What kind of damage was it resistance for? I think I remember, but fire. There you go. So because you were nice enough to use that necklace on your animal, your battle animal, it's
Fucking
only
right.
half damage.
Oh
So
yeah,
half
we're
of
all resistant
37.
to fire.
Exactly. Half of 37 is I
All of
guess
us?
18. 18
I
points
am.
of damage to the dog.
Good, because he only had 38 left.
Oh my god. 18 to the 18 to Jester. So Alistair,
Wait, help me out. 38 minus 18.
20?
20.
19.
Wait, 38 minus 18 is 20, no?
20.
20. Okay. Alistair.
Oh, yeah.
What did Alistair roll?
A dirty 20.
Dirty 20. So he succeeds, which means it's down to 18 points. Does he have any kind of special benefits?
He has his necklace that makes him fire resistant.
Outstanding. So the 18 turns into 9.
9.
So 9 points of fire damage to Alistair, the lion. So let's go to Pia. Pia, what did you do for your dex saving throw first?
I rolled a 14.
Okay, so you failed the dex saving throw, so it's still 37. But
I'm
as
fire
a
resistant.
tiefling
Yeah.
is naturally fire resistant. So take 18 points of fire damage. Mr. Baka, the
gonna
rogue Baka
save-
that never gets hit by anything.
I'm gonna save my reaction, and
Ooh.
I got a 29 for.
Oh,
dex
so
save.
basically, yeah. So
and
instead
I'm
of
fire
using,
resistant, so I only get a quarter damage.
oh, so you basically only get 9 points of damage. There's no reason why you should waste your reaction on the, what do they call it? On the uncanny, not an uncanny evasion, right?
Evasion.
Yeah. Okay, so Baka takes 9 points of fire damage. Theoden, did you roll a dexterity saving throw for yourself?
I did. I got an
My
8.
dwarf. You got an 8. So you failed the saving
Jesus
throw.
Christ, no one rolled
So
well.
that's 37
Wow.
points of fire damage. Do you have any fire resistance on you? I don't think you do. You
Yes,
do?
I do.
On what item? Let's just refresh my memory.
I don't know, but it says fire resistance and a bunch of
I
exclamation
think he has it
points.
on his shield.
Okay, then I'll let it go because I know that I'm not sure. I know
Oh, it
that
is the shield because
I know that
last time
Harry.
Why do I know your
shield.
shit, bro? Come on.
I lost the shield to the lava, remember? That's why I got it on the shield.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so then let's make that 37 into
Right.
an 18 points of fire damage for you, Theoden. 18 points.
18
Okay, so
points.
we've done the fire damage from the fireball, and he sighs because he realizes that it was an impressive display of pyrotechnics. But when the smoke cleared, you all were standing exactly where you were standing, and he's like, "Oh." So anyway, so that was the 2 warlocks. Now we're gonna do the 2 floating demons that have 3 attacks each. I love these demons. Where the hell's my sheet? Okay, so now he's not going to attack a whip or a trident. That's just stupid. So one of them is going to attack Baka.
I mean, he could.
Why would he attack a spectral trident, a spectral whip? He's going to attack the guy that's swinging all the swords at him. It's just that defies logic. I apologize if you think that is shady of me. So he's going for.
I just said he could.
It's just
I don't even think they have hit points.
Who?
The trident and the spiritual weapon.
Yeah, if it doesn't have hit points, why am I gonna have him attack it?
Like
Doesn't
I
make
don't
sense.
really. Yeah, I don't really know.
Make him dispel it. Attack it. Dispel it.
Yeah,
I don't
right.
know what would happen.
All right, so I'm gonna let me just do one at a time because he can. Let's see. First one is a 3, so that is obviously a miss on the first tentacle attack on Baka. Second one is a 2, so that is obviously a miss. Third one is a 7. Maybe the 7 hits, but I highly doubt it. 7 plus 9 is 16. Does a 16 hit you?
Really?
I swear, I got literally a 2, a 3, and a 7.
I'm a little insulted. You asked this.
I have to ask the question. We're on a stream. People don't know that you have an armor class of like 47. Come on, I got to ask.
46. Thank you.
46.
No, it does not hit.
It does not hit. So basically, okay, we got a gnome rogue who's not only is he like 3 feet tall, but he's basically an acrobat. And as this thing is swinging its arms at him, he's basically doing backflips and flipping around and jumping. And it's actually kind of funny to see, but there's no way this squid's got any shot of
Technical term
Yes,
is called dodge tank.
dodge.
I
tank.
tank the enemies by dodging their attacks.
This is true. So that floating demon is finished with its attacks. Now the other one on the other side of the battlefield can move up to 40 feet with a 10-foot reach. So what would he do?
Damn, I want to summon one of these.
Sirach. Well, you had a chance to jump on the bandwagon of the Brutacatoa. They gave you the official offer and you said no. So
Fuck
no
them.
floating demons. for you.
I'll steal that spell from them somehow.
Do
Let's
it.
see.
I'll find
So-
it.
Do it. You won't.
Sirach is
I'll
not
find it.
close enough because Sirach is 60 feet away. So he's not close enough to get attacked by the floating demon. Alistair, it doesn't see as really a threat. Within the closest one on my battle grid is Theoden, is the closest one. And plus, Theoden is looking to interrupt the joining. So he's going to use his 3 attacks on Theoden. Let's do the first one. 5+ is obviously a miss Theoden. 3+, oh my God. Well, the third and final one was an 18 + 9 is a 27. What is your armor class, Theoden?
22.
22. So the third one wraps around you, and it does how much damage? Just refresh my own memory. Okay, so let's do that. +5. 7 points of blunt force damage, which now becomes 3 because you are resistant to blunt force damage now. So 3 points.
Does it have an extra tampon as well?
It does not. But here's the bad news. The bad news is that it wraps itself around you, similar to what a boa constrictor would do when it's trying to eat a rat, and you are now restrained.
Made that joke too soon.
It's a little bit too soon. So now you're restrained, and in order to get out when your turn comes, you have to use a strength saving throw, or I think a strength check. Strength. I don't remember. We'll argue it out. But the point is, you got to fight your way out of it in order to get your attacks without disadvantage. So anyway, you are restrained. Let's put Theoden. By the way, by doing that, I need you to make a strength check right now.
Okay.
Strength check, real quick, for something a little different.
Guidance.
Cannot guide him. He's too frantic on the battlefield for this.
Yours,
17.
17 he rolled.
17.
I say
And
no.
I got to be honest.
We can round it up to 18.
No, I got it. No, we can't round it up to 18. I got to be honest. I set the DC in my head at 15, so we got to be honest. Okay, so here's what happened.
Wait, what happened here?
Exactly. You're gonna love this. Watch. This is what happens. So Theoden with his gauntlets, gauntlets of ogre power and his belt of giant strength, is holding on to Harry, trying to keep him from joining with these other 3.
I will save you, my friend.
I will save you, my friend.
Oh my God.
So he's not looking, right? So basically the demon squid sneaks up behind him and wraps its arm around him and pulls him away, but he doesn't let go of Harry.
Yes.
Because he doesn't let go of Harry, he pulls Harry out of the center of the joining, and the umbilical cords tear apart.
Yeah.
Pulling him free. So now basically, unfortunately though, Harry and Theoden are both restrained by the
But I have them.
But you have them. Okay, so that is done with, I think I did the 2 floating squids, the 2 warlocks, and then after that is now, it's the flesh golem's turn. But instead of having they have 80 less hit points because it's not 4, it's 3. So I got to do that first. Hold on. 80 times. Okay. All right, cool. All right. If you do any kind of simple backwards reverse math, you can figure out how many hit points this thing has, but don't do that. Okay. So in this turn, the joining is now complete. -1 of its prisoners. It's I don't know what the word would be. It's victims. They join into some sort of like it's a little off kilter. It's kind of like it becomes a larger creature that's 3 bodies joined together by all of these black cords that are winding out of their mouths, breaking through the palms of their hands, out of the belly. It's this horrible, macabre kind of, it's this very disgusting kind of like thing where it's turned into a bigger consolidated creature with these tentacles, these black umbilical cords flashing out. Now it's basically on the move, and it's this 3-pronged monster is going to attack the closest one that it can find. And that closest one is, let's see, so it's not Sirach. It doesn't want to attack Alistair. It's not going to attack its own fire. Okay, so you know who I'm seeing? It's not going to attack the dog or the cat. It's going to attack Baka, because Pia's 30 feet back. Sirach's 30 feet back. No, I'm sorry. Sirach's 60 feet back. Pia's 30 feet back. Theoden's already restrained, so it's going for Baka. All right, so let's see. How many attacks does this special monster get? All right, let's see. Physical legendary actions. It's got physical attacks. Okay. All right, cool. I'm sorry, I'm just refreshing my memory. I haven't looked at the sheet in a while. I apologize. So it can move. It's going to basically slither its way across the floor, this mound of flesh, and it gets. Does it get 2 attacks or 3 attacks? Yes.
Sorry,
What's up?
I had to step out. What did it turn into?
So it's basically just really quickly. It basically turned into kind of this conglomeration of flesh. It's one of them is like upside down. They're wrapped into each other, tied together like twist ties with these black umbilical cords. And it's just this big mass of fucking 3 bodies of flesh that can now function as one moving thing. And it's moving towards Baka because when I look at the battlefield, it doesn't consider the dog or the cat a threat. And Pia's 30 feet away, Sirach's 60 feet away, and Theoden is already restrained, so it goes for Baka.
So Harry didn't get a part of it, right?
And Harry's not a part of it because it was pulled away at the last minute because Theoden used his strength to hold on.
I got you, Harry.
So let's see. So now he gets 2 attacks. First one is a 2 plus 10 is a 12 miss. Jesus Christmas. That one is an 18.
Dice, I like them.
I know, right? 18 plus 10 is a 28. Does a 28 hit you, Baka?
I said my AC was 46.
Oh, come on. Tell the truth.
Yeah, it's
What is it, a 22?
23.
23. He's got a 23 armor class. My God. So he rolled a 28 to hit you with the second swipe. So you're going to take 12 points of bludgeoning damage. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
It's 21 Constitution.
21 Constitution. Throw. You take 8 points of necrotic damage.
Okay. I'm just going to use evasion on the bludgeoning. So how much? That's 6 damage.
So that basically will be 6 points of bludgeoning and
So
8 points. So 14 total. 14 points. Okay. It does not have any kind of a restraining effect, in case you were wondering. All right. So that is done for the time being. He has legendary actions. But I'm going to hold off on. I'm going to hold off on those legendary actions. Just
Wait,
yet.
I have a question. Since Harry wasn't a part of it, and it's only 3 instead of 4. Does that technically make it weaker?
Yes, I actually started out with that. I basically said that it has less hit points because of it.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's a good question. I started out with that. I was kind of hoping that you would pull him out before he gets sucked in. So I'm glad that happened.
I was kind of hoping he would get sucked in, but whatever.
So, let's do the 3 remaining posts.
I deserve it.
11 plus. Let's see. Shoots at this corner. Would shoot at Pia. Does a 21 hit you, Pia?
Yes.
Yeah.
Damn.
Okay, so I want to give you. No, that's the wrong die. Hold on.
Wait, what is Pia? What are you getting hit with?
I'll give you make a perception check,
it's
Baka.
the Eldritch Blast.
Make a perception check.
16.
Okay, so out of the corner of your eye, Baka, you notice that one of the spikes on the far end of the roof of the building, there are 4 spikes on the corner points of the rectangular roof. There's a gem at the top of 3 of them. Sirach shot one off and shattered, but another one on the opposite corner basically fired an Eldritch Blast at Pia, doing 11 points of necrotic damage. Pia.
It's fucked up, Chris.
I am. I know. I can't. It's just. I do this to ruin you.
Points.
I'm looking to ruin your Monday. Basically, that's what I'm looking to do.
That's
Monday's been bad enough, man.
That's why we come online, Chris.
That's right. Bad enough, man. Okay. Now, strangely enough, the other 2, there are 3 of them, 3 stones on 3 poles. The other 2 don't seem to activate. For reasons unknown. So I'll leave that alone. But you know which one. Everyone notices which one attacked Pia, so you know which one shoots Eldritch Blasts. So let's go to the top of the combat round. Let's go to Baka and Ari. What would you like to do?
Wait.
Jacob didn't have his turn, right?
Oh, did I miss you, Jacob?
Yeah, you did.
I'm sorry. Jump in there. What would you like to do?
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna use. How far away are these gems?
With your spell sniper ability, they're less than 200 feet away.
Dude, the gems aren't the problem. This is the fucking guy with legendary actions.
Just chill for a minute. I'm I am going to use Eldritch Blast, and I get 4 beams. I'm going to shoot 3 of them at all 3 of the gems.
All right.
And then the third one at the demon, the squid that.
Do you mean the fourth one? Do you mean
the fourth one? I'm sorry.
That's fine. No
I'll
problem.
Get used to that. I promise.
No problem. So
right.
let's go shoot at the one that shot the Eldritch Blast at you first. Shoot that one and let me know what you get.
19.
19 misses.
Ha!
The
Really?
gem is like 200 feet. The gem's 200 feet away and it's really small. I mean, you saw Sirach miss. I mean, if Sirach can miss, anybody can miss.
Yeah, that's true.
Sirach's
All right.
like Legolas. I mean, for crying out loud.
I was just gonna say.
Let's go for the second one.
So are you going to shoot that one again, or are you just going to go for another one?
Just go for another one.
Okay, go for another one. Go for
All
it.
right, and that one is definitely a hit. 18 plus 13.
Absolutely. You've just easily destroyed the other one.
Oh, there's no damage roll for that?
Nope, no damage roll. It shatters into 1,000 pieces and destroyed.
All right, third one.
Go for it. Make the roll.
God, I keep missing the tray. Okay. That's another 19 I missed.
You missed. Okay, so you missed. So unfortunately you destroyed
a turn. All right.
All right, but you still have a fourth and final Eldritch Blast to shoot.
Yeah, that's going into the you know what? That's going to go into the demon squid.
Demon squid, which one?
The one my blade is on.
The one that you okay, got you. The trident. Absolutely.
Yes.
Go for it.
Okay, and that one is 18.
18 total?
Yeah, the hit.
It does not hit.
God. You see?
19.
This
19 is
spell
19 or
sucks.
higher.
All right.
So now when that's done, you still have, I assume, your trident.
I do have my trident. He gets 2 attacks.
Go for it.
All right, so I'm going to do one on the demon squid.
Demon squid.
All right, and that is much better. 27 to hit.
That is absolutely a hit. The trident spears right into the side of this floating demonic squid.
Okay.
Avatar
and that's
of
a
Katoa.
crit, so that is 12d12 damage.
Oh my God. I love
Because
it.
18 to 20 is a crit.
Take him out. Take him out.
All right, let's see. I'm using the app for this.
That's fine. I trust you.
80 points of damage.
Are you serious?
Ooh. Yeah, hang on.
The crit, 80 points down?
I know the camera sucks.
That's
but
okay.
yeah.
That's okay. Listen. Okay, so what you guys see out of the corner of your eye is this trident basically it just basically spears right through the center of this demonic squid and goes straight through center mass, picks it up and throws it off the side of the and literally it's basically it goes 1,000 feet down below and splatters on the city down below. That's
Call him
awesome.
Aquaman.
the squid is no more.
All right. And then
Okay.
I'm going to go towards, for the second attack that it has,
Okay,
I'm going to go towards this like monstrosity that just
go for it.
was
Well, here's the
produced.
problem.
Jacob's just
Here's the
sitting there
problem. Hold the
pointing
problem.
at shit and
Is
he
it only?
dies.
Is it? Is it? Hold on a second.
It has
movement-
30 feet of movement.
Yeah, if it uses all 30 feet, it can get there. Absolutely, fine.
Okay.
I thought it would have 20. If it had 20 feet of movement, it would not have
Wait.
been able to make it in time.
The monstrosity's on me, right?
The monstrosity is the monstrosity is on you, which means it moves
And I was next
closer
to
in that.
I was next to the one that the spiritual weapon was fighting, or the blade.
No,
was.
you're right. So it would, but the reason why is I was thinking that maybe it was 20. It was more than 20 feet away. But you're right. Within 30 feet, he can get there anyway, so it's fine.
All right.
So yeah, so it chase. It's the go for it.
Okay. And that is that is 16 plus 13.
16 plus 13 is a hit.
Yeah. All right. So let's take it out again.
Okay.
Let me clear this.
You don't get double damage now, do you?
It's 12d12 if the thing. It says here on I'm stupid.
On 18 or higher, right?
Yeah, if the number on the d20 is.
Yes, it's not a it's the number has to be 18 or higher.
Gotcha.
Doesn't mean the total like
All right, so
cumulative.
then
So it's
this
like
one,
this one's what, like
40-12.
40-12, right?
yes, 40
Okay.
12.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So let's say
Sorry, I'm
that's
still
good.
learning how to
No,
use this
no,
spell.
it's fine. It's fine.
Okay, 40 12. 19
Crazy
points
spell.
of damage.
19 points of damage. Okay, so since you are the person who did now, here's something interesting that happens.
Uh-oh.
The blade strikes into it and cuts this conglomeration of flesh and umbilical cords. Now, do you remember from the previous episode that these umbilical cords were probably scooped out of the moat outside of the Brood of Katoa base.
Yeah.
And that when you made noises or interacted with those umbilical cords, they had this weird kind of like murmuring kind of sound that you heard in your mind that made you feel like all hope was lost.
Yeah.
Pia, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh. Is this considered a magical saving throw?
Yes.
I get advantage on those.
But go for it. Yes.
Okay.
Ooh.
Wisdom saving throw?
Wisdom saving throw.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Let me see what you need. Okay. So you begin to get all of a sudden out of nowhere, you begin these doubts and fears, and you think that life is not worth living, and you shake it off at the last minute and you go, what the fuck was that? So anyway, that is finished. I think your turn is over with that weapon, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so your turn is over, and we will go to the top of the combat round, which is Baka and Ari. Baka, Ari, what would you like to do? Baka, the floating demon that you were attacking basically got speared and thrown over the side of the fucking building. What was that? Did we lose somebody for sound? We're good?
Oh.
Did you lose
that was from
me?
Discord.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine. I just want to make sure we weren't, somebody didn't cut out. Okay, so what's up, Baka? What would you like to do? Gnome Rogue / fighter.
Crap. All right. I'm gonna call Ari back.
So Ari is calling Ari back to you?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'm gonna have him attack the legendary monstrosity.
okay, so Ari moves how much in one turn?
50.
I think it would be reasonable that in one turn he can get over to the monstrosity. Yeah, why not? So he's within combat range if you would like him to attack.
Yeah, I would.
Okay, go for it.
He misses.
What was the first roll?
That was 7.
7,
All right,
7.
8.
Oh, and 8 total?
Yeah, 8 total.
Yes, so the first strike misses.
Second. 15.
15 does not hit. It tries to bite onto this monstrosity, and those black umbilical cords basically keep it at bay. For each showing, being very tentative because it doesn't know what it should bite, doesn't know if it's poisonous or not. So very tentative. So Ari is engaged, but Ari is not,
Not
successful. What would Baka like to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna get around behind him if possible.
Absolutely. I don't see why not. Absolutely. And because because this monstrosity is engaged by your lion cub, you would technically get advantage. And because you get advantage, you'd also get the extra damage.
Okay.
So, but first you got a first hit with the first hit first.
Of course. Well, I rolled really well. That was 18 plus 12.
So the sneak attack is
13.
effective.
So 31 damage.
30. Oh, wait a minute.
Sorry, 31 to hit. Sorry,
31 to hit. So make sure you do your extra sneak attack damage as per rogue.
The historian, and I'm using the historian for the main hand.
I don't see why not.
Aberrant, fiend, or undead.
Yes, it is. It absolutely is an aberrant.
All right, so the historian will be a base of 13.
It's a lot of damage, ladies and gentlemen. He has a sword that is keyed towards aberrants, plus a sneak attack. So it's going to be a lot of damage. Trust me, you need to do it. So
16, 18, 21 sneak attack plus the historian extra. It's 21, 27, 29 plus, what did I say? First, 29 plus 13.
29 plus 13 is a, what, 42?
Yeah.
So 42 total?
Yeah, it was 42 for the first hit.
Okay, so hold on one second. Let me just do the math really quickly because it's crazy math. Okay, before you swing again, you hear this. Make a wisdom saving throw, Baka.
Not at the end of my turn?
You know what? Yeah, why not? Do it at the end of your turn because then it would get annoying to do a check every single swing. That's stupid. So yeah, do it at the end of your turn. So how many attacks you get? 3 total or 1 or 2?
2 more attacks.
2 more attacks. Go for it. But
So
these 2 attacks do not get the sneak attack bonus because it's only the first strike. Okay.
This is going to be a 32 to hit.
32 hits.
I don't know
Slicing with the
really well
rapier,
on
I'm
Baka.
assuming?
Yeah, this is rapier. So
This is
it's
the
just a
rapier, so straight
low
up damage.
attack. So it's just a 16.
16 points of damage. Not so low. It's pretty good. And then the final strike with your main hand, correct? With the
Yeah, which is
historian
the
sword.
historian.
Okay, so we get the aberrant damage.
25.
25 to hit is a hit. Roll your damage with the aberrant damage included.
So 9, 11, 16, 20 damage.
20 points of damage. It's obviously injured with all those strikes. The slices that it makes in its body, when the skin opens up, it reveals that this mass of flesh, the black cables, the black umbilical cords, have filled the entire body. And you hear that uncomfortable chanting in your mind. Make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Gnome's cunning, I get advantage.
Advantage with your gnome's cunning, absolutely.
I rolled 2 3s.
So what does that work out to?
5.
5? Okay. So
By the way, I can hear someone playing a YouTube video in the background.
yeah, so can I. If someone's doing the YouTube, just lower the volume on your stream, because it could be us like doing like a loop or something. So all right. So anyway, no, I mean someone was listening probably to our YouTube stream in the background, so it's like causing like a little bit of a sound loop. So whoever's watching YouTube, just lower the volume a little bit. So anyway, so now
Yeah.
your will to live escapes you, Baka. For some reason, you find yourself hopeless and destitute. You decide that you can't do this anymore. So the width of the roof is 300 feet, which means if we put you at an average of 150 feet in the middle, what is your movement speed, Baka?
25.
25. So let's just say that you would use your movement, and you cannot move. You want to use your movement and your bonus action to dash. So that'll get you from 125. So you are 100 feet from the edge. You've just run 50 feet. What you guys see is that he basically puts his weapons in his scabbard, turns, and runs towards the side as if he looks like he wants to run off the side and commit suicide and jump off the 1,000-foot drop. Okay, so now I get an attack of opportunity on you because you broke engagement without using disengage, but I think I missed because I'm rolling like 4s and 5s all night. It's ridiculous. So 5 plus 10 is 15. 15 does not hit you. Okay, so it tries to swipe at you as you run away, but even in your state, you still dodged out of the way. I guess it's like a second nature for you. All right, so so right now, when your turn comes up next, Baka, in order to break free from this enchantment, if you will, whatever you want to call it, before your turn starts, you have to make another wisdom saving throw, and if you fail, you run, I guess, as fast as you can towards the edge. Right now, you're 100 feet from the edge. Okay, so, and let me just put Baka here just so that I don't lose track of who is 100 feet from the edge.
How did I run 50? You said 50 feet or 25 feet?
You ran a total of, let's say if you were right in the middle of a 300-foot width roof, you're at the 150 mark. So you ran 25, and then you used your bonus action to go another 25.
I used my movement already for that turn.
Oh,
my action. So I only had my bonus action.
You
could only run 25 theoretically.
Did you use, but I don't think you used all of your movement. Let's split the difference. Let's say
there's no map. I can't tell.
Let's split the difference. To be fair, let's split the difference. Let's say that you used half of your movement. So I'll put you at 115. So you're 115 feet from the edge with the intent of jumping over the side and ending it all. Unless you can somehow shake away the doldrums. Okay, so now after Baka's turn is Theoden. Theoden, do you want to do Chester first? Or do you want to?
Yeah, we'll do Chester first.
Chester is right now engaged with a warlock that's fighting for his life to try to get the dog off of its body. But he looks like he's not doing so well. Is he going to strike?
He is. Yeah, he's going to strike.
Okay, so roll me the bite attacks for the blink dog.
Ugh. 5. Oh, and 21.
21 is a hit. Roll damage. Roll high, and you can get rid of this guy.
Roll an eye. Oh, 12.
12 is enough. The dog rips the throat out of this humanoid Brood of Katoa warlock and basically spits it out. So that warlock is killed. So we're down to the monstrosity, a floating demon that has not even been touched yet. And that is holding on to Theoden, and a warlock that is close to death because he's fighting off Alistair. Okay, so now that was Chester. Theoden, in order for you can do two things. You're basically held like a boa constrictor by the floating demon, right? Mm-hmm. Floating demon squid. You can use your strength check to break free as your action, or you can decide to attack from where you're holding your weapon. You can just do it at disadvantage. It's up to you. Anything that you do is a disadvantage because you're being crushed.
Yeah.
Well, also, I automatically.
And I'm still holding them, right?
Well, no. Well, let's put it this way: you're basically holding. It's unfortunately the monstrosity is crushing both you and Harry. Harry's oblivious.
But I
to
still
what's going
have
on.
them.
Yeah, it's you. Harry's right next to you with this thing wrapped around you like a boa constrictor.
Is Harry conscious?
Harry is not conscious.
Shit.
What would you like to do?
And Harry's wrapped with me, right?
Yes,
Like it's
yes.
not. He's not like over the edge of it.
No, he's wrapped with you. It's as if this thing wrapped all of its arms basically around the two of you. It's got 3 attacks.
I'm gonna put my hand on it and use Sacred Flame.
Okay. I will. Let's put it this way. See, everything you're supposed to do is supposed to be at disadvantage. But because you're right there in close proximity,
Yeah,
putting your hand on it, I'm going to say that it's just a straight roll.
Okay.
Because I would normally give you advantage. Well, hold on a second. No, that's not true. Hold on a second. You're distracted. You're being crushed. Sacred Flame comes from another.
holding
Comes from
Harry.
the sky. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still, unfortunately, you still got to roll at disadvantage because you're seriously distracted by the fact that you're being crushed by this thing.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
It's not like it's not like a shocking grasp where it comes from your hand. You basically ask for the divine guidance of a loon, and then she drops the sacred flame in the spot that you decide. So it would still be at disadvantage.
Okay. That's fine.
You still doing it?
Yeah.
Go for it.
I'm gonna do it at 5th level.
5th level, sacred flame. Make a hit roll. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Isn't sacred flame dexterity saving throw for me?
Yeah, I think so.
Target must succeed. Oh yeah, dexterity.
So then I'm gonna roll my dexterity saving throw at advantage because that's the only way I can get that disadvantage ability.
That's fair.
But I rolled a 2 and a 9. So let me see. Floating squid demon dexterity is +2. Dexterity is intimidation, perception, strength.
And my DC is a 19.
Unbelievable. I had advantage and I still failed. I rolled an 11.
That's right, baby.
Yes. So you get the damage. Even though you're distracted, Elune grants your blessing and radiant energy crashes out of the green sky and smashes down on top of you. Roll for damage. You did it at 5th level, so let me know what all those hit points are.
18
points of damage. Absolutely. Okay. All right. So that's your action, right?
Yeah.
I would assume that you can still control your whip, but your whip, unfortunately, 2 things. 1, it hits at disadvantage, and 2, it can only move 20
because I'm there.
Well, no, you're there. The whip is controlled by you, but it's hard for you to focus on what you're doing with the whip. Because it's like you're like a rodent fighting off a boa constrictor. It's very hard to focus on anything other than the fact that your bones are starting to break.
Okay.
So basically, but here's the problem. The problem is that you can only move the whip 20 feet a turn, and the monstrosity is the closest thing to it. It's more than 20 feet away.
I was going to ask, can I summon a new spiritual weapon?
Do you have the spell slot?
It's a bonus. Oh yeah. At third level.
Yes, you can. Absolutely. What does this spiritual weapon look like? The whip disappears.
It's gonna be a bigger trident than Jacob's.
You know what? I totally get it. I get it. Absolutely. So 2 tridents, one bigger than the other, are on the battlefield. So you drop that wherever you like. Where are you dropping it?
Right, coming down right behind me.
It's not the size; it's how you use it.
Had to be said.
Had to be said. So anyway, so it's attacking the floating demon that's squeezing you. So make a hit roll for the spiritual floating massive trident.
20, dirty 20. Oh no.
12-inch trident.
It's a 23.
23 is a hit. Do the damage. You're
12-inch trident.
12-inch trident.
I'd be a little concerned if, what was 3-pronged.
Yeah, that would be a little bit, you can get videos for that, I'll tell you.
I rolled like shit. It's 11.
Still 11 points. It all counts. It all counts.
Boo.
So unfortunately, it's not the size of the boat; it's the motion of the ocean, as proved by the weak hit.
It didn't drop me, huh?
No, it did not. It did not drop. Unfortunately. So now your turn is over. If I'm not mistaken. I think it is Sirach's turn with Alistair. Alistair is on the Warlock. Do you want to do Alistair first, or Sirach? Would you like to do the half elf first?
Yes, I will do Alistair first.
Alistair is trying to rip the throat out of the remaining humanoid Warlock, the one left that is still alive.
Okay, first attack will not hit. It was only a 10.
Damn. So this thing is basically using its hand. It's chewing on this guy's hand, but it's keeping it away from his throat. So sometimes you just have to sacrifice, a couple of fingers to stay alive. But let's see if it's worth it. Second roll.
One's an 18 to hit.
18 does hit. That is the armor class of the Warlock.
And
so this time, right at the throat.
And that will be 12 points of damage.
12 points of damage. How is this guy still alive? But he is.
Jeez.
We're asking you.
Yeah.
So what would Sirach like to do?
Okay. Sirach is going to close in the distance as best he can.
Closing the distance towards what?
I'm going to go after the demon squid.
Demon squid, got it. So how much movement do you have? 40 feet of movement?
I have 40 feet of movement.
So that'll get you within 20 feet of the demon squid. Do you want to stop there?
Nope. I want to see if I can do one thing.
Sure.
Yes. I will use Misty Step to...
Misty Step is a bonus action?
Yep. Use the rest of the...
Absolutely. You basically, boom. At the end of your 40 feet of movement, you like Barry Allen in The Flash with lightning streaks on the ground. You find yourself right up next to the floating demon in order to engage it in melee, I assume.
Yes.
Okay, so you're right next to it. Go for it.
Scimitar will be a 19 plus 11.
That absolutely hits the floating demon squid.
Okay, and that will be 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. It all counts.
Then with the rapier,
fry that squid.
Ooh, nat 20.
Nat 20 critical hit. Double all of the damage, please.
So 17 doubled.
Ooh, nice. 34.
34.
34. That one was a
Wow.
particularly
Now, Chris,
effective strike. Yes.
Has it been a squid this whole time, or was it an octopus?
It can be an octopus if you so desire. I'm because I'm a layman, I don't really know the difference.
One has
I use
8 legs, the other has 8 legs and 2 arms for 10.
Oh, I want to be the one that's got the 10. But anyway, which one is
That's
the
a
one
squid.
with the 10?
Squid.
It's a squid.
Oh, I want to be the squid. Yeah, with
All right.
squids.
All
And
right.
you know what? It says squid demon on my sheet, so I'm not taking it back.
Oh, beautiful.
So now why were you asking? Just out of curiosity or what?
Well, because I know it was a situation last time.
Oh, no. It's a squid. It's got 10 arms, basically.
Okay.
Don't kink shame me. I got to think.
Two
I got to
arms,
think.
8 legs.
Yeah, 2 arms, 8 legs.
Yeah.
All right. So back to the scimitar.
Scimitar speed, boom, by Baylor. The blade is a dull red, and when the ichor from the strike is absorbed into the blade for reasons unknown, perhaps we'll find out by the end of the campaign.
So that's a 27 to hit.
That absolutely hits.
For another 10 points of damage.
Absolutely. And this thing is really starting to look like a fried calamari at this point.
And then the scimitar lets me hit again for another 27.
That
to
is
hit.
We
your-
don't need rations for.
Well, now hold on a second. The
Oh.
scimitar lets you hit again because you get a bonus action hit. Is that why?
Cord
Because
breaker.
you use your bonus
Yeah.
action to Misty Step
Oh, that's true. You're right.
So
You're
you don't
right. It
quite
does
get
take
that-
a bonus action for.
for
The
that
scimitar.
extra swing.
Yep.
But
never
you
mind.
used
Yep,
it to get close enough. So
That's fair.
yeah. So anything else?
Nope.
Okay,
That'll be
doke. Cool. Okay, so Sirach and Alistair are done. The warlocks are dead. So they're done. I'll just cross. Well, no, actually they're not dead. I got one left because Alistair did not finish the job. So what's he gonna do? If I was a warlock and I was about to die and I wanted to take people with me, what would I do? Let's see.
I'm not telling you.
Let's see. Oh, I got. Oh, I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Let me just look up this spell really quickly. Really quickly. I want to look up the spell. I don't want to tell you what it is until I figure out if it's effective or not, because it's really fucked up if it works. Let's see.
Oh no. It's not maddening darkness, is it?
I'm not telling you.
Okay.
I'll tell you afterwards. It's a level 5 spell.
All right, then it's not. Oh no.
Okay. Ability check with your spellcasting ability. Ability check with your spellcasting ability. My spellcasting ability with the warlock is a +9. Okay. Okay. So +9 versus the creature's strength. The creature's strength. How far can I move it? 30 feet. Not beyond the range of the spell. The range of the spell is how far? Range is only 60 feet. Oh, it's not going to work. Forget it. I wanted to use telekinesis to pick one of you up and throw you off the side of the building. Damn it. All right. So instead, let's go. How about I hit somebody with a lightning bolt? How about that? Now, lightning bolt's just too weak. Chromatic orb. Fly. I can do another dominate beast. Why not? All right. So he's not concerning himself with Baka because Baka's running away. He's not concerning himself with Theoden because Theoden is enwrapped by the floating demon. He's going to look at Entangled. Yes. He's going to look at either Pia or Sirach. 1 to 10 is Pia. I rolled a 7, so he's focused in on Pia. He's going to point at Pia and say, Dark One, protect me at all costs. I need Pia to make a wisdom saving throw, please. What did you roll?
22 plus. Oh yeah, no, 22.
22. So your saving throw was a 22.
Yes.
You get that urge. You start to say to yourself, I really like this guy, and I don't want to see him die, and it really matters to me. Like he must be like a celebrity amongst warlocks. And then you all of a sudden you shake your head and you're like, what the fuck am I thinking? I hope this guy fucking gets his throat ripped out. You shook off the effects of the dominate person spell, but you felt like you were at the point where you might have wanted to kill your own friends. But
if he did dominate me, would he get control of the trident?
Yes, he would.
Oh my goodness.
No, he wouldn't get control of the trident. It would be on you.
My trident's bigger.
This is true. It would have been on you to use the trident in the most effective way possible.
That's still pretty bad.
That'd be pretty bad. Yeah, exactly. But the good news is that you shook it off. His turn is over. The warlocks are done. I get to do the floating demons, and then after the floating demons, I will do Pia. Remind me, don't let me skip past you, Pia.
Okay.
Okay. For some reason, I keep skipping past you to the posts. The posts, which are now 2 posts instead of 4, supposed to go after you. All right. Anyway, so floating demon number 1 is going to use all 3 of his attacks to automatically hit Theoden. Okay. Let's see. So it's a D10 plus D10 plus 5.
Yeah, you won't be saying that when you need a heal.
7.
And I have Harry.
I don't think Baka cares that we have Harry.
Yeah.
Maybe he does.
Okay, you take 23 points of bludgeoning damage, which 23 gets cut in half to 11, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't think you're mistaken, Chris.
Yeah, so you take 11 points of crushing damage because you're basically in its clutches. Its turn is over. The other one is thrown off the side. Wait a minute. I've got the big baddie. The big baddie is going the big baddie, the conglomeration of flesh and bone and umbilical cords.
Does it have a name?
Not really. I wrote down the one who laughs. I don't know why I wrote that, but anyway.
I kind of like that.
All right. Let's see. But how would you know that? So
no, I know.
All right. Let's see.
Maybe it starts slapping a lot.
So who should it attack? Let's see. It would attack. I think it would attack Sirach because Sirach moved his way into combat range in his last turn. He saw it charge up and start swinging. So it's going to go after Sirach with its 2 attacks. Let's go. First one is an 8 plus 10 is 18. Does 18 hit you, Sirach? Oh, no, wait, I got to roll a disadvantage.
You got to roll a disadvantage.
It turned into a 3 plus 10 is 13. That's a miss. The second one.
Wow.
I rolled a 9 and a 6. So the 6 is the one that counts. The 6 plus 10 is a 16. Does either one of them hit you?
No.
You're phasing in and out of reality as it's trying to find you. It uses its legendary, first of 3 legendary actions to attack again against you because it's frustrated. I rolled this time a 17 and a 19. If you'd like, I'll take a picture of it. Would you like me to take a picture of it?
I would
No, it's
love
fine.
for you to take
I'm going to take. I'm
Okay,
taking a
Theoden
one-
wants
I'm taking a quick picture of it just in case something bad happens. I want there to be a record.
Let's pick it up. Be like, look here, see?
Yeah, exactly. That exactly won't work. Yeah. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. 17 and 19 in the shot. Okay. I'll send it to you guys later. All right. So the 17 plus 10 is a 27. Does a 27 hit you, Sirach?
That'll hit, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So I'm going to roll the damage, which is actually, I'm not rolling damage. That's preset damage for him just to try to make it go quicker. 12 points of bludgeoning damage. Okay. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Guidance.
Cannot guide him on
I
this.
demand guidance.
I demand it.
Constitution saving throw is an 11.
An 11. The 11 fails. You take an additional 16 points of necrotic damage.
Mm.
Okay. So
Ouch.
he used one of his legendary actions. So times 2 left. So 3 X'd off the 2 left. And he has 3 legendary saving throws. Okay.
What do those do?
So basically, if I fail a save, he can elect to succeed.
Oh.
Yeah. So, okay. So let's see. So his attack turn is over. And then after that is Pia. Pia, what would you like to do?
All right. So Theoden's still stuck with this squid, right?
Yes, he is.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna sick the trident on the one who laughs, or whatever you call him.
Okay. How much distance can you take up with the 30 feet?
He can move 30 feet.
30 feet. I think with 30 feet, you can definitely make it to the boss.
All right. I'm just gonna do
Could
that
only move
first.
30 feet.
Yeah.
Mine can move 31.
All right. So, but I'll deal with that after.
Okay. So
and
the
because
trident moves over to that one. What
Yep.
would you like to do?
and
That's
I
your bonus
really
action.
don't have much left, so I'm just gonna shoot my 4 Eldritch Blasts at the squid that Theoden is on,
Go for it.
and apologize in advance if I hit him. All right.
Okay.
So the first one, you know what, I can do.
Don't apologize to me. Apologize to Harry.
16.
16 is a miss.
Okay. Second one. Okay. Here we go. 24.
24 is a hit.
Okay. So there's
Dark,
one.
purplish, puke-like energy out of your fingertips strikes the squid demon.
15.
15. Are you rolling for damage?
No, 15 for the third one.
So only 1 out of 3 hits.
Okay.
So
and
you're
then-
obviously you're nervous.
Okay. And then the fourth
Performance
one.
anxiety.
The fourth one is a dirty 30.
Okay, so only 2 out of 4 shots are in there. That's
All right.
pretty good for a novice. Not so
Yeah.
bad.
Oh yeah. All right. Oops, that's the wrong.
You'd
die.
be surprised. That's actually pretty good success rate.
Oh,
Considering
good.
his supervisor's only middle management, I guess it's all right.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
How much damage did you do with the 2 successful Eldritch
The
Blasts?
first one does 9 points, and the second one, does 14.
Okay, not so bad.
Yeah, that could be a lot worse.
It could be a lot worse. So you've used your Eldritch Blast. Foom, foom, foom. 2 of them go wide, but the other 2 strike it. You're hoping that the maggots don't start eating Harry and Theoden, but other than that, everything's cool.
Eh,
All
as long
right.
as They do.
All right.
And
So
now for the trident on the big
trident on the big guy. Go for it.
guy. All right. Whoop, I missed.
If
my
you roll an
dice tray again.
18, 19, or a 20, it is double damage. Or actually more than double damage, right?
All right, so the first one is probably a miss.
What'd you get?
16 to hit.
16 is a miss. It misses.
Okay. The second
unfortunately.
one is yes. That's an 18 plus.
18 plus. Now again, which one were you hitting?
This is the big guy.
Yeah, I was gonna say you wouldn't be able to reach the squid demon.
The one who
Yeah, no.
laughs.
Okay,
Yes.
the one who laughs. Go for it.
All right, so that's an 18 plus 13. So
Oh, that's
gonna be
absolutely a hit
12
with
d12.
with these, the spiritual trident.
that hits for 84 damage.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
So because you rolled an 18,
It's not gonna show on there.
Because it's okay. Because you
Yeah.
rolled a what do they call it? You rolled an 18, it's a crit, right?
Yeah, 18.
And the crit
19,
turns
and
it into
20.
what?
It,
Like it
so
goes-
it's normally 4d12
Right.
So it's
on a hit,
160?
but if you hit a crit, you add 8d12 to the 4d12 to turn it into a 12d12.
So 12 times 12 is a maximum of 144. You did 80 points of damage.
Yeah.
I love it.
Damn.
Okay,
And he
80
gets,
points
and
of
he gets
damage.
two of those.
Yeah, but I missed the first one. It's 84 points.
I got
Oh
a
my
question, Chris.
God. Yes.
I
what's
missed
up?
the first one.
I think this probably needs to be established.
Yes.
If he rolls a natural 20 on that attack, he
It's not
automatically gets
doubling it again.
It's
No
12
way.
triple.
D12.
It's
No.
triple.
I'm
And then
not. I'm
does he
not
get
letting it.
double on top of that.
No.
It's
Fuck
triple.
that.
It's
I'm
triple.
assuming because it's kind of like a super crit that happens on 18, 19, or 20. They're all equal to each other. I'm not
Yeah.
giving like an extra crit. No way.
No, I think it should be extra.
I understand how you feel that way, and it's under advisement, but I don't honestly.
Quadruple
don't think
quit.
We'll
that.
talk
On a
about
nat
it.
20, I'll get an extra Eldritch Blast that turn.
Yeah.
No.
Sure.
I
Okay,
God knows
so-
I need them. I keep missing.
So believe it or not, the one who laughs is still laughing. So it's not out of commission, even with that much damage. So,
Okay.
but your turn is over, correct?
You know what? I'm gonna back up another 30 feet.
Little
Okay, you back up
bitch.
another 30 feet. Okay, makes sense. So now the only thing left is the 4 posts. There are only 2 posts left because one of the stones was destroyed by Sirach, one was destroyed by Pia. Interestingly enough, no Eldritch Blasts fire at you. It seems like the other 2 stones are dormant for some reason, for reasons unknown.
Out of range.
Okay, so that turn is over. We go to the top of the combat round. Baka, as you are sprinting as fast as you can towards your doom, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Roger. Saving throw. It's only +2. It's 17 +2.
Is it 19?
Yeah.
19 is the DC. No, wait. Yes, 19 is the DC. Yeah, DC 19. So that means that you
No
rolled a
takebacks.
19, so you broke the spell. You stop in
Thank
place,
God, I thought it was.
and
20.
you're basically like, what the hell am I doing? And you basically realize now that is basically your turn. Your turn is that you're stopped in place. I guess I don't think you should be able to. I think that your turn is the point is you're no longer
What?
trying to.
My turn's over?
I think so.
What? No, that's ridiculous.
I don't know how to adjudicate that. Let's see.
Well, I mean, it all depends. Is it something that he's allowed to make the check again every turn, or is it he needs to use his action, such as being charmed? You have to use your action to break the charm.
Okay. There we go. You used your action, but theoretically, if you have
Wait, you said it was every
movement,
turn though.
it was every turn. But what I would like to do with this homebrew enemy,
You're changing it up on my turn.
I'm not
though.
changing it up on your turn. I'm changing it up as we go. I'm adjudicating it. I'm making my ruling. I'm slamming the gavel. It's you use your action in order to break the spell. That means that you still have your movement and you still have your bonus action. So basically it's you take that moment, a few seconds to be like, oh shit, what am I doing? You reorient yourself and you could spin around now, take your weapons out and go charging back in, or use the distance weapon if you so desire. Or I guess the spell, I suppose.
Yeah, I'll just fly up in the air and
Okay, cool beans.
just
So
go-
you fly, what do you go, 30 feet up in the air? Click the boots together?
Yeah, go.
So Baka has boots of flying, or I don't know if they're called boots of flying, but whatever. The point is, so now you're 30 feet hovering. You are 115 feet from the edge, but I would say you're probably,
No, not 30 feet up. I'm gonna go 30, like 5 feet up and then 30 feet to the side.
well, 5 feet up and then 25 feet in a certain
Yeah.
direction because it's
Well,
30 total.
I use my bonus action, so and my movement, so I technically could get 50 feet theoretically.
Okay. So do you want to go 5 feet up?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go 10 feet and 40. So I should,
10 feet
I
up.
should be basically right back to the fight, basically.
Exactly. So basically you're hovering, you're back in the fight, hovering 10 feet up. You're within, I mean, the only thing is you might be 5 feet away from attacking somebody based on what kind of weapon you use. But basically you're hovering right over which one, the monstrosity or the floating demon? Which one do you prefer?
monstrosity.
Okay, so you are basically above the one who laughs. Outstanding.
The one who laughs.
Okay, so your turn is now over unless you'd like Ari to do something. Ari.
Ari.
What did I do with my page? Why did my pages disappear on me? Oh, there it is. Okay.
I'm going to have Ari just run away.
Ari,
Like
go back.
25 feet.
25 feet back. Okay, absolutely. Totally agree. So now it's basically out of the fight, staying in a safe distance. Let's see. You're not in any grave danger at the moment, so there's no reason to make a animal handling check. It will follow your instructions, no problem. All right, so I think if you were seriously in major trouble, I'd have to make a check because maybe it would go against itself and be like, we'll try to save you. But right now it's fine. Okay, so after you is Theoden. Theoden, what would you like to do? Would you like to strike at disadvantage or use your strength to try to break free?
I would love to try to use my strength to break free.
Outstanding. So it's going to be a contested strength check. Me with the squid demon versus you and all of your strength.
So,
What'd you roll?
strength
Strength saving throw.
19.
19. I rolled only.
Oh, saving throw. Wait.
Oh, no, wait a minute. Hold on. Is it strength? No, it's a strength check. My fault. I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah, 19.
19. Okay, you rolled a 19. I rolled a 6 plus a 7 is a 13. Raw! You break free. You are now free from the clutches.
What about
What?
Harry.
Yeah, what about Harry?
Harry's catatonic.
But he's with me.
No. You broke free and pulled yourself free, but the body of catatonic Harry is inside the squid thing. You're gonna have to do something to get him out of that mess.
What
Wait,
have
what do
you
you mean
done?
he's inside? Wasn't well, I thought that we were wrapped.
Yeah, but how would you break free from the squid demon and still hold on to Harry at the same time?
But if what I'm saying is if I break free and let go of Harry, wouldn't he fall with me?
If you
It has 10 arms, Matt.
Jacob, shut the fuck up. You're trying to save Harry. Jesus Christ.
Shut up, man. Shut up.
Yo, someone just fireball
Good.
Harry.
Whose
10
side are you
fucking
on?
Arms. I'm
All
on
right, check it out.
Logic's
Check it out. Check it
side.
out. All right. So you're saying that you want to not only use all of your strength to break free for yourself, to keep yourself from getting crushed to death, but you want to somehow open a space so that the catatonic Harry can slide out, basically, because he can't get out on his own.
Right.
He
Yeah.
can't run away because
Exactly.
he's catatonic.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
think a
You know
19
what?
is good
Then you
enough.
know what
It's
I'd
too
like
much.
you to. What I'd like you to do is let's keep it fun. I'd like you to do is it's got to be a disadvantage because everything you do is a disadvantage, and he can't help you, so it's still a disadvantage. Make a This one is a dexterity check at disadvantage. The DC is going to be high because he's got to slide out on his own. Can't just can't waltz out. If he was control of his own body, I could understand him running away as you break free. But he's
Right.
basically just like a limp ragdoll.
Dexterity.
Oh, he's
check.
limp. He's not like a statue.
No, he's not like a statue. He's basically just limp at this point. So
11.
it's 11.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry, man. He basically, let's put it this way. You hold it open for a fraction of a second. You realize if you don't get out of there, he's going to wrap you around again. You're going to get caught again. So you're hoping you let go and it closes his arms back up and the damn thing is he's caught in there.
When you use your giant.
So
trident.
for what I'm thinking is that your turn is over because you used your action. But like I just adjudicated with Baka, it would make sense that you'd have your movement and your bonus action. So if you want to attack with the larger whip or the larger trident, I'm sorry, the slightly larger trident, you can, and you could move away from it if you wanted to.
Yeah.
So which one? What are you doing first?
Give me 1 sec.
No problem. Focus.
Ma, make me some dinner.
I'm hungry.
No, she brought shit down.
Oh.
Do you need a break? Should we take a break here?
No.
Okay, I just want to make sure. We will after this fight.
I do
is
have
over,
a
take
question though.
Go for it.
What did you say?
No, it's no problem, dude. It's no problem. So you have basically two things you can do. You have your movement, so you can run away from this thing now, and you
Okay.
also have your bonus action. And because you have the the spiritual weapon, the bigger trident out, you can attack with the spiritual weapon. But other than that, you
Yeah.
can't do anything. What would you
I'm gonna
like to
do
do?
that. I'm attacking the spiritual weapon first.
Go for it. So roll to attack. I'm assuming the only thing that the spiritual weapon can reach is the one who laughs. Nothing? Okay, so it tried to hit that and was ineffective. So now, are you going to use any movement, or are you going to stay where you are?
I'm going to run towards PR.
You run towards PR. I get an attack of opportunity.
Damn.
I roll a 9 plus 10 is a 19. Does a 19 hit me? Okay, so if I had hit you, I'd have pulled you right back in and attacked you 3 more times. But it misses you. Okay, you're very dexterous, fully armored dwarf. You made your way. So you run over to PR.
Fucking
Done.
right.
So you're next to PR right now. Your turn is over.
Give me a hug.
What about Chester? What would you like to do with Chester?
We need to find Harry.
What would you like to do with Chester?
I want him to follow me.
Okay, so Chester is
Wait, is
alongside.
he in combat?
No, I think Chester killed
right?
the one that he's. No, he's not at the moment.
All right.
So Chester, Theoden, and Pia are alongside of each other, just for the record. Okay, next up is Sirach. Sirach and Alistair. Alistair is still killing one of the final humanoid Brood of Katoa warlock. Do you want to do Alistair first?
Yeah. Let's
Okay,
try
so
to finish that one off.
Rip his throat out. Let's go.
Okay, first one's not going to hit. That's only a 12.
Okay. Well, what about the next one?
Next one is a nat 20.
I love it. Beautiful. I have a good feeling about this bite from the lion.
Let's hope.
Those of you that are unaware, I've allowed my party through 17 levels to develop battle pets. I know these are not official rules in D&D 5e, but I do what I want because I want to have fun. Simple as that. So what does your battle cat do?
14 points of damage.
And you just literally, from your perspective, you notice all of a sudden like a huge spray of blood shoot up over the back of Alistair, and it's just the body is no longer moving. So it's safe to assume that the warlocks have been defeated. You're down to one floating squid demon and this monstrosity known as the one who laughs. So, but now it's Sirach's turn. Sirach, what would you like to do? I think you're in melee range with the floating demon, correct?
Yes.
Okay, go for it.
I'm going to make some calamari.
Yes.
So with the scimitar speed, that'll be a 21 to hit.
It does in fact hit.
For a total of 9 points of damage.
44 minus 9 is 35. 35 hit points left.
Ooh, can I do it? Let's see. Second one with the rapier is going to be 18 plus 9.
27 is a hit.
27.
Roll your damage, please. With the rapier.
That will
Swings with the
be-
scimitar. Stabs with the rapier.
That's 14 points of damage.
35 minus 14 is 21 hit points left for the floating demon squid.
The scimitar will be a
Final swipe.
dirty 20.
Dirty 20 is a hit. Roll for damage with Baylord's blade.
For another 9 points of damage.
21 minus 9 is 13, unless I don't know math. 12 hit points left. Have you finished your attacks?
Nope. I can do one more bonus with the scimitar.
Do it. Scimitar speed, bonus action, extra attack.
A 19 to hit.
19 does hit. 19 is its armor class.
For 13 points
13 points of damage. The floating
Get it,
squid has
boy.
turned into fried calamari. So here's the good news.
Calamari.
The good news is that any further damage to the body of Harry will not happen because it loosens its grip on your friend and comrade who you've come here to save. He looks like a fucking mess. He has places, he's got these things all over him. He's got his skin broken in places. He's got this corrosive, this molasses type material all over parts of his body in patches. He looks terrible. He doesn't look like he's dead because you can see his chest rising and falling, so you know he's alive, but you don't know other than that what his deal is. But at least he's not going to be crushed any further. Is your turn over?
I'm gonna go over to Harry.
Okay,
Try
you
to
are,
grab him.
yes, well, basically, you're within 5 feet of Harry, so that's easy enough.
Okay. Can
So
I
you
pick
choose
Harry
first.
up and move away from?
Did you used your bonus actions to attack and finish off
Yeah.
the monster? You used your action to attack. It's only 6 seconds. I would say this: you can't pick him up and move him away. You have him in your possession at this point, and then the time freezes. Okay. Then after that is the warlocks, which are
At
dead.
least we got him.
The floating demon, which are dead.
We got him.
And then the flesh golems. But you know what? I'll let Pia go first, and then we'll go flesh golems and then posts. Pia, what would you like to do?
You know what?
There's a big mess of flesh all over the roof of this building.
Something tells me it is immune to necrotic damage, so I'm gonna hit it with a ray of frost.
Ray of frost, icicles from your fingertips, hail and sleet and freezing cold.
And then
like Iceman.
Have to roll to hit, which is what again? Oh yeah. Ooh,
It's plus something, right?
26.
26 absolutely hits him. The icicles fire from your hands. The moisture in the air solidifies, and it's as if you took, ice from your freezer and just from an ice tray and just threw it at him.
Sweet.
So how much damage does the ray of frost do?
14 points of
The
damage.
question is he immune to cold? 14 points of damage.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem as affected by it as you would like. You know that he took damage, but you kind of wish it had done more.
Oof.
Okay.
All right.
By the way, just so you know, to get into sense, it's very difficult considering this is not an actual humanoid creature. You've never seen one of these before because it's kind of like a makeshift monster made up of 3 bodies intertwined with each other. But there's slices and cuts and holes, and the black umbilical cords are falling out on the floor. It's a mess. So
I like it.
Yeah. So next up is the monster itself. I'm sorry.
Turns him on.
I
have my trident.
Trident. The weapon, the trident, is going to try to put it out of its misery before it attacks someone.
I'm going to try.
But I'm going to take in a legendary action. Hold off. You're about to use your trident, and I'm going to use one of my legendary actions, which is an attack. And one of its attacks as a legendary action is called its laugh. Okay, remember all of the slices and
that's why it was the one who laughed.
Yes. Remember the slices and the marks and the holes that you guys created with your weapons and strikes? Each one of them appears almost to be like a mouth that they all laugh simultaneously.
Oh, no, that's kind of cool.
And I need everyone on the battlefield to make a wisdom saving throw, excluding the pets.
I'm not gonna 10 on that.
Wisdom saving throw, please.
Ooh, nice. I got a 23. I'll be right back.
23, you've succeeded. Pia, what is yours?
25.
You have succeeded. Sirach, what is yours?
19.
19 is a success. Baka, what is yours?
You're muted. Or maybe you weren't. I don't know.
22.
22. You have all succeeded. You have not been affected by the one who laughs. So its legendary action is over. Do your best with the weapon, the trident. What's it called again? That spell?
Blade of Disaster.
Do your best with your blade of disaster.
Okay. I rolled another 18.
Which means disaster has been averted, I have a feeling. Tell me how much damage you have.
Hold on, let me pull up the app because I don't have that many D12s.
Pull up the app, absolutely.
Yep. I don't know if you guys want to log into it or not, or if you want me to just do it.
Whatever. If it was versus another player, it would be another question.
All right, 77 points.
Okay. You have the final kill. Describe it.
Ooh, I like it. All right, so the trident points up and towards the sky and launches up so high that you can't even see it anymore. And then it comes down and crashes down right on top of he who laughs.
Absolutely. And what happens is that this thing that's kind of standing on its makeshift legs, when this trident that lost sight of in the green clouds above, it came and comes back down like a missile from the sky and spears it. The points of the trident literally embed in the roof of the ceiling, and it basically skewers it onto its side. It falls over, and it basically, all of the umbilical cords basically run in different directions, and suddenly the monstrosity turns back into 3 heavily mutilated bodies, and you realize that had Harry been part of this mutilation, there would have been no way that you'd have been able to save him. The fact that Theoden was able to pull him free from the joining was probably the thing that possibly saved him in the end.
And you all thought I was crazy.
Yes. So what we're going to do right now is there will be the aftermath of the battle and figuring out what you're going to do with yourselves, but we need to do that after we take a short break. This is Shenanigans ttRPG, and we play Dungeons & Dragons, usually every Monday night at 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We also have a website. It's called SttRPG.com. So Shenanigans, tabletop, role-playing game, SttRPG.com. So I have 8:35 Eastern Standard Time. I'm saying, why don't we come back at like 9 o'clock even? Does that make sense? Go get
5
something to
minutes.
eat, go to the bathroom, relax. I will see you guys at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time to figure out what's going to happen in the aftermath of the battle. See you soon. Thank you so much. The stream will continue to be running. So I'm going to put up a little sign.
BRB.
BRB. BRB. Yeah, I'll be right back too. Almost, Chris. There you go.
Little pentatonic scale, blues scale. What does he have?
Oh,
like
we're back.
No, we're not exactly back, but it does sound good. What do you have, like chords on a recorded background?
Yeah, it's a pedal.
Oh, it's a
So
pedal.
I
Okay.
play it and then I play over it.
Oh, okay.
It records what I play and then I just play
Gotcha.
over
So you
it.
played the chords and then you were improvising over the chords.
Yeah.
Very
yeah.
cool. What is that, like a blues scale?
It's like a mix of the blues
Okay.
scale and like a little pentatonic and shit.
Pentatonic. Yeah. Very cool. Sounds like you're making really good progress.
Yeah, I do it a lot.
That's cool. And you can actually see how far he's gone based on from
Yeah,
episode 1 to episode 33.
From the ukulele all the way up.
All right, so we're all here. Just situate myself. Ladies and gentlemen, we are Shenanigans ttRPG. We play Dungeons and Dragons most Monday nights, as many as we can, usually 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, coming back from our first half break. Basically, a large-scale battle had just been fought for the soul of their friend Harry, among other things, on the rooftop of the headquarters of the Brood of Katoa. Brood of Katoa is a brood of warlocks that are, set on bringing the elder god Katoa to the prime material plane, which would mean the destruction of all that exists, or at least all that, our players hold dear, that's for sure. So the group known as the Natural Ones was successful in defeating the warlocks, defeating their summoned demons, defeating their monstrosity, their experiment. And the adrenaline is starting to settle down, you're catching your breath. You're still on the roof of this building. Sky is green. What would you like to do?
I'd like to kill Harry.
Well, it wouldn't be that
he needs
difficult.
To be put down. He's a monster, an abomination.
I want to look for 2 things.
You shut your foul mouth.
The 2 things I want to look for, one
Keep your forked tongue behind.
is that rock.
They're
phone.
arguing with each other, and Pia is seriously he's just making a checklist of the things he wants from the building. He's
Yep.
like, oh, them? I don't care about them.
No, let them fight.
So while they're arguing, what are you looking for, Pia?
Well, assuming the cleric's going to do something about Harry, because I really can't. I want to look. Yeah. I don't think I'll get that lucky again. I want to look for that rock phone that they had.
Fell off the edge of the map, I thought.
Well, make an investigation check for the rock phone.
Okay.
Can I help him
there
with
was-
the
there
aerial
was
view?
Yes, you can help him. Either Baka and Pia will roll an investigation check each, or you'll give Pia
Let's
an
just do it
advantage
each,
roll.
Jacob.
There
One-
was something else I was looking for, but is that another roll?
That's another roll.
Okay.
This one is something specific. Let's look for this.
Investigation.
Investigation.
Yeah, I'll roll once.
I don't think I found it. 14.
16.
14 and a 16. Neither one of you find the rock phone, although has been suggested that Baka vaguely remembers that the rock might have skidded off the side and
I'm
fell
pretty sure
to-
I saw it fall because I was right there.
Okay.
there you go.
And-
So
And I think I know which side it went off or where exactly. So I would like to go fly down and look for it.
oh, okay, no problem. So you look over the edge. There's no railing. There's no
I have boots of flying.
barrier. You have the boots of flying. You notice it's a far way down. It's a long way. Looking around the perimeter of the building, you notice that this is when you first came to this plane of existence using that cube, that teleportation device. This was the city. You believe this is the city that you noticed off in the distance, that somehow entering through the spike, going up to the roof, somehow magically transported you to the city, to its largest building. Do you want to make a perception check to scan the city itself?
There's no way I'm gonna see anything from 1,000 feet up.
Well, just
Guidance,
make a
bro.
perception check anyway. You can guide him, Pia, if you wish. So add an extra D4 to your perception check, Baka.
Natural one.
Natural one. Okay, so there is, remember how I said that there were green clouds and thunder, lightning? Well, there's a kind of a green fog that has settled over the roof of the building, considering how high up you are, and it's blocking your
Yay.
view of the ground below. So you still want to float down? You can if you want to. I just wanted to set the stage before.
Yeah. How badly do you want this fucking rock?
Not that badly.
He
but
wants the
it
rock.
would have been cool if it was easy.
It's a phone to Lord Bathistan.
The rock means a lot to him.
But what means more to me?
Yeah, let's hold the thought on the rock. What means more to you, Pia?
Did any of these fucks have a crucible of woe?
Okay, so make a advantage, investigation check. You're looking for the bowl, the crusted, jewel encrusted bowl. A bowl, another word for a bowl is a crucible. Crucible of woe is a special item in this campaign that has been causing
Crucible of
trouble
woe.
since the beginning.
It's my
So-
favorite item.
So Pia, advantage roll, because obviously Baka and the others are
Oh,
helping you
good.
look for
Thank
this.
God. Oh, good. Oh, 16 though.
16-year-old?
Mhm.
Okay,
Am I rolling
you
too?
take your time. You take
My
your
first one
time.
was way worse.
And you painstakingly look for the crucible of woe, this jewel encrusted bow that you've seen before. So if you saw it again, you'd know it, and you can't find it.
Son of a
You're
bitch.
it's reasonable to believe that it might not be on the roof of this building.
Very well.
All right.
Do they
Is there
have
anything anyone else does, or are you also going to?
Can I loot the bodies?
Sure, you
Right.
can.
Yeah, I
Make an
was just
investigation
gonna
check,
say.
looting the bodies, please. Does anyone want to help Baka?
Can't fucking roll.
I'll help Baka.
So Sirach and Baka are looking through the bodies. Either roll 1 20-sider each, or Sirach, you will award him advantage. Either way, whichever
It's
you
up to you,
guys would
buddy.
like.
Guidance.
We'll both roll.
All right, I got a 15.
But yeah, which person are you giving guidance to?
Wait till you hear Sirach's roll.
Yeah, wait, don't let Sirach tell you what it is yet.
All right. I'll roll for it. All right. Baka
I got it.
gets it.
Okay, so Baka, you take your 15, you add a D4 because
got
you're
a
guided by Pia.
Fucking 16.
So 16 for Baka. Sirach, what did you get?
19.
19. Okay,
So
so
give it to Sirach.
you take your time, you look, there's a few things. You don't find any real weapons you do find Harry's equipment.
Oh, good.
Chuck it over the edge.
That shield was expensive as fuck.
Okay. So Baka, what items specifically do you throw over the edge?
I was kidding. Chris.
Okay, just making sure, because if you say it, sometimes you got to stick to these.
Sorry,
things. Anyway.
that was me saying it as Matt, not as Baka.
Okay, I got you. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
So,
let me
um,
save his shield. I bought
So you
that
have
shit.
Harry's items. There's also
Chuck
some other
Harry off
things
the
that you
edge, too.
find. You don't find any weapons of interest. You
No.
do find, while you don't find the Crucible of War, you do find a teleportation device, that Rubik's Cube-like
Yeah, that's
box. This
Yeah.
is not the same Rubik's Cube that you guys used in order to enter the spike. Because when you use that as a key to enter the spike, I think it was the gnomish rogue Baka who held it to the surface of the spike, and it pushed in, became soft, and disappeared from inside the building. This was obviously one of their teleportation devices, one of the warlocks. On another body, you find a key. There's no key. In other words, you have a separate key, and you have basically, it's, again, I call it a Rubik's Cube only because it resembles one. It's got 9 spaces on it like a Rubik's Cube does on each side. And it can twist and turn at will like a Rubik's Cube. And they're jewels. They're not pieces of plastic. There's different colored jewels on each facing. This Rubik's Cube has been solved. The only thing missing from this, it's got the keyhole. It's been solved. It needs either someone like Baka to pick the lock, or perhaps that key goes into the cube, but realize that the cube was on one body and the key was on another body. So until you actually physically take the key and stick it into the cube, you're not going to know, number one, if it works, and number two, you won't know where it takes you, because it'll obviously has been keyed to whoever used it last, wherever it is that they came from. So those are the things you find.
Okay, someone else. You guys want me to write that down, or do you want to?
I'll take both of them.
Okay.
All right, so you have the teleporter / cube and then a key. Keeping in mind what I told you about them, the fact that, you're not
Is
sure.
this
what-
the same type of teleporter as the one that we had?
It
This,
looks
like-
it looks exactly identical. It's
Okay.
been solved. It has a keyhole because it's been solved. It's like I said, I think Baka stepped up from the chair. Either someone like Baka would have to pick it and get it to activate
What do you mean someone like Baka? Are you insinuating something?
I'm insinuating that you're really good at picking locks. You should be flattered, actually.
No.
Flabbergasted and flattered.
Yes. Or you could use
My
this
honor
key,
has been
but you won't know.
besmirched.
The key basically will take you back to wherever it is the person who last used that cube. It won't take you back to the city of Alzando because it's a different cube. It'll take you to wherever that person came from. So.
All right, you guys, work on Harry. I'm gonna go over the edge and look for this fucking shit.
Okay, absolutely. So you start to float your way and descend down the side of the building. So while you're doing that, what's going on with Harry? What are you guys doing?
Figure out if we can save him.
We should probably bring him to a cleric that knows what he's doing.
Where are we gonna find one of those?
That was great.
Very
Oh,
clever, Jacob.
oh God, I'm dead. That was great.
So guys, I'll ask again, specifically, what would you like to do?
I'll try remove curse.
Remove curse. Okay. So what do you say to Elune, your deity?
I'll say alone. This dwarf has been through hell and back with us, and he cannot go without our book being finished.
Okay.
Please.
What oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm done. You cut me off.
I apologize. So what level spell is remove curse?
Let me look it up.
It's level 3.
It's level 3. What level are
Do
you
you have
casting
up
it at?
already?
No, I just remembered.
I'm gonna cast it at the highest level I can. Let me
What do
see.
you have left
Level
as far as
9.
spell slots? You didn't use any during the fight, so I wouldn't be surprised if. Let me look at the
I
sheet.
used some, but I didn't use like the high ones.
You
I
have.
have a level 9 one. I could do it at that.
It's your decision.
Yeah, why not? It's Harry.
It's
All right.
a little excessive.
All right. Okay.
Who
so
cares?
let's see.
It's Harry.
All right. So is that what you'd like to do?
That's what I'd like to do.
Okay.
Still rolling.
All right. So you kneel down in front of Harry and you put your hands over him like this and you speak to Elune, and through the green clouds comes a white cloud separate from the rest, and snowflakes begin to lightly fall on the still body of Harry, mutilated, broken in parts, scarred in parts. And when it does, when you do ask for that blessing from Elune, the snakes, they function like snakes, but they have no faces, they have no eyes. They're like these electrical
it.
cords. They start to scatter from the body because they've been repulsed by the removal
light of
the
Elune.
curse, the light of Elune, exactly. Now, here's the thing.
How big are these snake things?
Less than 12 inches.
Would they fit in a glass vial?
No, they
So
probably would not.
smaller than my trident.
By the way, when they scattered, they basically. Oh, I don't know. I'm not really sure. It would definitely be a measuring contest with the trident. I don't know.
Oh my
But I'm
God.
assuming the trident has turned flaccid at this point. So I don't think you need to
Yeah,
Yeah,
I kissed mine before it
it's
went away
definitely
forever.
definitely out of commission at the moment.
At some point, that happens to everybody's trident. Don't feel insecure or insignificant about that, Dayton.
Oh, no, I
Everyone
know.
happens
I
to
know.
everybody's trident. So anyway, now
Mine could still move farther than Jake.
Now here's the negative. The negative part is it seems like whatever kind of demonic or necrotic taint that was keyword taint that was on the body of your friend Harry.
I was sure about it. But...
Well, listen, that was on the body of Harry is gone. You can tell that clearly, but there's a lot of damage and he still is unconscious. Is there anything else that you would like to do?
But he's breathing.
He is breathing.
Yes, smack him.
I'll pour my health potion down his throat.
Okay, because apparently we don't have a
No, I'm
cleric that
smacking
heals.
him first.
All right, smack him.
You smack him.
Let's see.
No,
if it
Healing
works.
smack.
no response. No response.
No response.
All right,
Smack him harder.
I'm gonna
Boom.
hold his mouth open and pour my healing.
1 point of damage. He's dead. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Please, Chris, please.
Smack him again.
I'm gonna
Well,
have
Baka,
Art.
if Harry dies, you have to be the scribe. That's your new
You
job.
do not want me to describe. I would write the most unflattering things.
Yeah, but you
Yeah, you will.
take over Harry's
And-
position, so all of Harry's skills, everything. You're just the new
Everything.
Harry.
I'll
Yeah,
write.
you're the new
And
Harry.
Theoden
What?
took his flaccid trident and he stabbed it repeatedly at Pia, while Pia took his flaccid trident and stabbed it repeatedly at Theoden.
Two flaccid tridents going at it.
So Baka
you-
writing
but-
the worst fan fiction ever.
Yes. At least someone will write it. I don't know. At this point, we got no fan art. We have no fan fiction. It's terrible. It's terrible.
We have
33
fan art.
episodes.
Well, I mean, we have art. We don't
We
have fan
paid
art.
for art.
Give
It's
us some
basically-
fan art.
We have
guys.
official art, but we paid for it. No fans that love us yet.
They would.
Ladies and
Theoden
gentlemen-
would love some fan art.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're out there and you would like to draw some fan art, we are Shenanigans ttRPG. Just go to our website, send it to us through the email, the official email at the bottom of the website, please.
If
The
someone
you
makes
can
fan
also-
art of
You
More
can also-
tridents, the better.
Yes, and you can also,
Yeah, the more tridents, the better.
Oh, for God's sake.
you can also tell us that we're terrible and what we need to do to improve. We can take criticism too. So anyway, so you put you
We could
use
take
one
it,
of
but
your,
they're not welcome.
how many health potions do you have, Pia?
1.
So you take your final remaining health potion, you pour it down his
It's
mouth.
a 2d4 plus 2.
All right, no problem. Make the roll for me. 2 4-siders, add 2. Let me know how many hit points.
All right, that is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 2, 8.
8. Okay, so he now has 8 hit points. So he's awake. He's conscious. Make a perception check.
Why did you use the healing potion when I could have just healed them?
Well, you
You
weren't.
always
'Cause you
don't
weren't
heal.
doing it.
What was I doing, Chris?
I
just
was
need
just
you to make
smacking
a
them
perception
around
check.
a little bit.
15.
15 on your perception check.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You can tell this right away, Pia. You're not sure if everyone else has noticed because people are looking around. They're playing with the cube. They get somebody's getting heavy with the hands, smacking people,
Talking
no.
about trident.
talking about flaccid tridents. But something that you noticed because you got up real close to him and you saw him come to, he's got a little case of PTSD. He's not himself.
PTSD?
PTSD.
Yeah, there it
Yeah.
is.
I make up my own acronyms.
Wait,
So,
I have a question quick.
Yes.
Being flaccid, is my trident still bigger than Jacob's?
I think I have
my
to be completely honest with
God.
you. Both of the flaccid tridents have evaporated at this point. It's very hard to judge.
You
You're
literally
obviously- you're obviously-
dispelled your own weapon
You're
just to
obviously
make a bigger.
showers. You're obviously not showers. You're growers. So it's tough to tell at this point. So anyway, all dick jokes aside, Harry looks like a complete mess. Harry looks like somebody who needs a short vacation. He's basically seems very timid. He looks like he's in shock. He's speaking to you. You can tell he's conscious, but he's not himself. So that's the current status of Harry. He's not asking you where is his items, his books, his whatever. It's almost as like he doesn't even care.
Is he still like naked then?
Yes, he is.
All right,
He's not conscious of the fact that he's naked.
I'm gonna
He's, like,
help.
peeling
All
off
We're
right.
not putting
stuff.
clothes on him.
I'm just gonna like kind of look at him and be like, Harry, I know this is a bad time, but
Yeah.
you're naked.
Yeah, I am. Oh boy.
You remember anything, Harry?
I remember walking into the central what do they call it? The central spire at that Emerald Enclave City. And they led me into the throne room. And I was with Lady Piper, but it wasn't Lady Piper. It was oh my God. Where are my clothes?
Right here.
They're here. And he reaches out,
I took
grabs
them
his
off,
tunic, and he's very slowly and methodically, like trying to put the tunic over his head, but it's inside out. And then he tries to turn it right side in. And he looks like he's getting confused and frustrated because he can't seem to turn the shirt inside
I'll cover
out.
his pee-pee with my robe.
Okay. And
Yeah.
and he's not conscious. He's not really all that ashamed about his nakedness. It's the last thing on his mind. Eventually, through struggle, which is odd because, you see him, he starts to shake after he puts the tunic on. You think he would be warmer, but maybe he's colder. And then you realize he's shaking because his nerves. He's not shaking because he's obviously gone through some serious mental, damage from this process, whatever it was. It reminds you of what, when you use that hurl through hell spell, it reminds you of what happens to the individuals that get thrown through hell and they come back and they take psychic damage. That's what he kind of looks like. Like he hasn't quite recovered from that.
That'll take you a minute.
Yeah. So
yeah.
What?
Your books are here.
Oh, good. My books. Oh.
You have your books, Harry.
He looks at his books and he looks like he shows no interest in the book. He takes the book, he puts it into one of his holsters that he has for his books around his utility belt.
He clearly needs some rest.
Yeah. I'll be fine. I appreciate the fact that you guys came and got me. Thank you so much.
It was no sweat off our back, Harry.
Yeah, really, no big deal.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it. I just need a few minutes to just get myself together. I'll be okay. I'll be fine.
Yeah, here, take this. I'm gonna hand him my pipe and light it for him.
He looks at you with like an odd look, and he looks at the pipe and looks at you, and he actually tries to smoke it. He takes one puff in, and then goes.
Oh, that's it. Take it in, Harry. Take it in.
Cough it up.
It's terrible.
Yeah, venture not forgot what happened just now.
Okay, I'm good now. I think that was just what I needed, Theoden. Oh, okay.
Anytime, Harry.
What are we?
Where you want a muffin, Harry?
Yeah, I would love a muffin.
You want a muffin? Okay.
Where the hell are we? What the hell?
I'm not too sure.
My God, this is terrible.
Yeah, we'll give it a bad Yelp review. Don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what kind of a muffin do you give Harry?
Not the poison
blueberry
one.
Yeah, blueberry.
Is that your favorite flavor?
Mine?
No, Ciroc's.
Oh.
Is that your favorite flavor of blueberry?
Nah, my favorite's chocolate chip.
Okay,
Blueberry's
so then
mine.
I want you to make a persuasion check, but a straight roll. If you had given him your favorite flavor, perhaps it would have been with advantage. Make a straight roll.
No.
Straight roll.
Okay.
You should have just liked blueberries for 5 minutes, Sirach.
Guidance.
18.
No guidance. 18. He looks at the blueberries and he goes, "Oh, I like blueberries." And he slowly starts to eat the muffin.
Yeah, he does.
And then he swallows it and he looks happy. And then within a few minutes, he vomits, throws up the muffin.
I mean, that's a little expected, though.
Yeah. So, I mean, he still seems appreciative, but he wasn't able to keep it down.
Keep down the muffin. Got it.
Yeah.
I tried.
Get him some grog.
So what would you guys like to do? Harry is dressed. Harry has his stuff. Yes, that's true. Let's cut to Baka, who is floating down the side of the building. So how far does the necklace, the earrings that you guys communicate with each other? What's the range? 1,000 feet. So the good news is that you believe based on sight that you probably could stay within range of communication
Oh,
at the base of the building. So that's the good news, because you estimate it's about 1,000 feet
you know
high.
what would cheer you up, Harry?
As we're floating down, what would cheer up Harry?
Baka jumped off a building.
He
said
looks at you slowly, and he has a weird look on his face. And
he
then
said he
it's-
couldn't do it without you. He thought you were
and he
dead.
doesn't say a word, but slowly, ever so slowly, a small smile starts to creep on.
Wow, this
Doesn't say a word,
motherfucker.
just a small smile. He goes, "No, that's a lie. He's not. He didn't throw off a building." Oh God, that was a terrible pipe. So anyway, you go back to Baka. When you get to about halfway down the building, make another perception check, because you've passed through the green clouds, the
I'm gonna
green
snipe.
fog.
I'm gonna snipe him, guidance. Just ping.
You cannot snipe him, guidance. You have no idea what
Oh.
he's trying to do.
Thought he was looking for the phone.
It's 21.
21. You get about halfway down, and you realize that the streets are populated with multiple individuals. Even though it seems to be a perpetual night here in this realm, with a green sun breaking through green clouds, or at least a green shaded sun, because the clouds are green, with occasional lightning strikes on the ground. This seems to be some sort of demon city. You're not sure how safe it would be to land on the ground.
I'm gonna use disguise self to make myself look like one of the Brood of Cthulhu members.
Okay, fair enough. That makes sense. Want to give me a little bit more specific? What kind of a humanoid are you?
I'm gonna be a small tiefling with purple eyeliner. With
Small tiefling with the purple
red skin.
skin, but with the purple on the
Purple
chin
eyeliner.
and purple under the eyes.
Yeah,
Perfect.
whatever. The purple
Okay.
makeup.
The purple makeup. Perfect. So you fit the description cleanly. Okay. And you continue down to the surface.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, did I see anything with 21 though? No orb.
No, you didn't see the stone from 500 feet up. I just wanted to see what else you could kind of like see from the surface. There are lots of different buildings. They're smaller buildings. They're made of like stone. Most of them are stone and not actual wood or any of the kind of materials. Like almost like an ancient kind of like an ancient Egyptian city. It has kind of a feel to it. Let's see. So
I'm gonna just keep going further down. And
sure. So you get down to is it safe to say that you would go to the surface?
Yeah.
Would you be stealthing, or would you be doing just a normal kind of like I float down la-di-da?
Normal.
Okay, so
La-di-da-di-da.
make your way down.
Tell the civilians
Okay.
you lost your phone. Maybe they'll help you.
Okay, you make it to the surface. You're in an alley behind the side of this massive, the largest building in the area. Most other buildings are second and third story high. The one you are on is the equivalent of a skyscraper by comparison. There are very few windows up the side of the building which you went. There absolutely like maybe 3 or 4 over the course of the 1,000 feet. So you're at the surface. There's high grass towards the sides of the buildings. At the moment, you have not been noticed. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna try to approximate the where I think the orb fell, and then look from there.
Okay. Make a investigation check.
You want me to call it?
Call it? What do you mean call it?
Like the
23.
phone? Get it?
Call the phone. Call.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I mean, if I'm sure Lord Bazazan could probably call that side,
Yeah.
I guess.
Maybe it's on vibrate.
So what did you roll?
23.
23. So the question is this: you search for about 10 minutes, and oops, cocked. Okay. You search for about 10 minutes, and you begin to notice that some of these demon-like creatures are making their way in your general direction. They have not seen you yet. You haven't found it yet, but you're just not sure whether, would you like to continue to search, or would you like to hide, or would you like to quit the search? It's really up to you.
When you say demon, are you talking about like Brood of Cthulhu looking people, or
No,
or
these
like
are
octopi?
these are not octopi. These are biped humanoid type creatures that look like they are they look tiefling in nature, but they look a little more feral.
Would this be like the equivalent of running into like a bear or something in the regular realm?
Well, it's an interesting analysis, but I would say that it's difficult for him to determine how threatening or dangerous they are because he doesn't know where he is. You feel like you're in a foreign country where you don't know the language and you're not sure what the reaction is going to be if they see you. It's up to you. I guess your choices are just continue to look without paying any attention, hiding somewhere, or basically abandoning the search and flying back up. I mean, if you come up with a fourth option, let me know.
I'm just gonna I'm gonna float 15 feet up and approach the individuals, but keep my distance.
Okay, so you're going to float up 15 feet and float over in the direction of the individuals that are like walking up your particular alleyway.
Yeah.
Okay. You're not hiding. You're basically making your presence.
I am. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So you make your way. What languages do you know on your sheet?
Elvish, Common, Thieves' Cant, Gnome.
Okay. Do you know any other spells that can decipher spoken languages? I know you have some sort of animal speaking, but these obviously are not animals. Just wondering.
Just meow at them.
Speak with small beast.
No, it doesn't fit.
Meow at them.
So let's just put it this way: when they see you, because you're not trying to make your presence hidden, they one person pats the other person on the arm, and they point up at you and they start yelling things at you, but you're not sure what it means. You're afraid at this point now that they may attract more attention.
I'm gonna take out my my gun and aim it at him.
Make an intimidation check.
Oh God. It's not very good. 4. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
2.
Very intimidating.
Hold on a second. He fires 3 eldritch blasts in your direction. One of them strike you out of the 3. You take.
How do you know one strikes me?
Because I rolled a 14 plus a 10. It's 24. 24 hits you, right?
Yeah, that hits me. Plus 10 though. Fuck.
Yeah.
Mine is plus 13.
Yeah. You take 7 points of necrotic damage. What do you do?
I'm shooting at them. I'm shooting at the one that shot me.
Okay, go for it.
It's like I just gotta. How much damage was it?
It was 7 points. Oh, by the way, I need to retcon something because I forgot to do something when we came back. So you take your 7 points of damage.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we can just imagine that it's a few minutes ago and you're still on the roof of the building. It's before you floated down. Remember towards the end of the fight that you were 10 feet above the monstrosity?
Yeah.
Okay. Towards the end of the fight, after the fight had been over, for some reason, out of the blue, your shoes turned off and you fell 10 feet and you took 3 points of bludgeoning damage. Somehow, some way, your shoes turned off when you were on top of the roof. You take 3 points of bludgeoning damage. Now,
I take damage from the distance. I mean, I could jump that high.
Well, to be honest with you, in real life, you could like fall from a bike or fall and hit your head on a curb and actually die.
But I'm not a magically enhanced gnome of
no, I know that.
Agility.
But when you fall 10 feet, it's a D6.
You take damage.
Do I get a reaction at least? Or
no, because you were basically you weren't expecting. You always take for granted that your shoes will always work. For some reason, unannounced, they just turned off.
They turned off last time, last episode.
It's
one of the batteries.
I'm sorry, it's 3 points of damage. Now, while let's assume you take those 3 points of damage, and we'll fast forward it. We'll go back up to the people up top and we'll ask them what they think caused that to happen, and they'll deal with it. But your situation is more interesting. So now you take out your antique firearm that you purchased in the city of I think Frinpool. I think.
Yep.
Yes, Percy's gun shop. That's basically a name drop, and you fire at them. I think there's 1 shell out of 2 shells in there.
Yeah,
because you never use the bonus action to reload it. So you fire at them. Make a roll to hit.
Sorry, I thought I did stuff at the end of the combat. We didn't mention all that stuff at the end. I just thought I picked my gun up and reloaded it. It was more of an unspoken thing.
All right, I'll allow it. So you have 2 shells in it. Easy enough.
Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot him.
Okay, fire the 2 rounds at him.
In the 20s.
In the 20s? For 20s hit. Absolutely. Okay, roll for damage.
Next one. What's that? 25 plus 26 damage.
26 damage. It basically strikes it right in the center of his chest. You pull the trigger again.
Yep.
Do it again.
Plus 11. 20 to hit. 30, 20.
30, 20 hits, roll damage.
27.
27. Blasts him both times, causes a lot of noise, which would assumably attract a lot of attention. The strikes hit him both in dead center in the chest. It's almost as if it was shot with blanks. It had no effect, or little to no effect on him. Maybe it might have tore his clothing. That's about it.
Me. All right.
The person that's with him runs off screaming, you believe her, possibly her bloody head off, and starts to try to attract attention towards that alleyway. And the other one is basically just firing fucking random fucking eldritch blasts in your direction, trying to hit you in the sky. What would you like to do?
Yeah, I'm just gonna wait 1 second. I gotta look up a spell real quick.
Absolutely. So so while you're looking up that spell, guys, do you any theories on why it is his boots turned off upstairs?
Probably because of the things.
I thought one of the batteries fell out.
It's possible, but that might not be it.
Oh,
It's the gems. The gems.
yeah. I was just gonna say maybe those gems.
So what would you guys like to do with the gems while he's looking up a spell?
Let me go grab one.
Okay, let me put it to you this
There's
way.
two left.
Well, there are two left. They're at the top of a 15-foot spike. How do you get it?
Levitate.
Levitate?
Yeah,
Okay.
I can do that at will.
Jacob treats the tape
Ooh.
like it's flying.
Okay, so you levitate up, whatever it is, and
2
as you
inches.
approach the gem, you get within a few inches of the gem, and your levitation turns off,
Oh well.
and you
fuck me.
take 6 points of bludgeoning damage, crashing back down to the ground.
All right, fine. I'll send my mage hand up there.
You send your mage hand up
Fine.
there, it grabs it, takes it down. Once it's separated from the pole, it no longer has a magical effect. You have possession of that stone.
Let me take the other one.
Okay, using your mage hand?
Sure.
Okay, so using your mage hand, you have both of the stones. Just write down Katoa stone with a question mark. And when you get them to maybe when you have a little bit of downtime, you can have like Baka identify it when the coast is clear.
Cool.
Sure. So now going back to Baka, what was the spell that you were looking up?
It doesn't work. I'm just gonna fly up.
Deciding that this is probably more trouble than it's worth, you decide to ascend to the roof of the tower using your boots of flying. Knowing that he took the stones down, you don't worry about the boots turning off because that happened 5 minutes ago that he took the stones down. So you make your way up to top. You notice there's now, even looking down 200, 300, 400, 500, 600 feet, there's a big crowd at the base of the tower, big crowd at the base of the building per se. You don't know what the result of that might be, but you're sure that it definitely attracted a lot of attention.
Oh dear.
Okay.
So you're back on the,
okay.
so let's just say after a few minutes or two, you're back on the roof with the rest of your party. You notice that Harry is fully dressed. He doesn't look like he's a very happy camper, but he's fully dressed. He's got his books. He's got his
After
weapons.
that, I wouldn't be either, though.
So what would you guys like to do?
Harry. I want to
Yeah.
talk about what happened. But
Um,
Harry, I'm glad you're not dead.
Yeah, I'm not really sure at this
That's
point.
not the
in time.
word in the grapevine.
I threw myself off the building when I learned of your fate.
Well,
Unfortunately, my boots are flying. I couldn't.
I appreciate the fact that you tried to help me, and
He's lying, Harry.
I'm sorry, Thaye, do you have a flaccid trident in your throat or something? You should get that out.
Yeah, I think
Oh.
Piaz got stuck in there.
he puts his hand on his forehead, and he looks like he's got like a migraine headache, and he's very lackadaisical. But he does thank you, Baka. He seems genuine.
Can I roll an insight check? to see-
Sure, you can. Absolutely. Make an insight check.
All right.
Guidance.
Guidance on the insight check. Get an extra D4. They want to know if he's telling the truth.
All right, it's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. It seems like he's telling the truth. Doesn't seem like there's any reason for him to lie to you in this instance. So it seems like he's genuine about being thankful.
Well,
All right.
He just seems like he's been through a very disturbing situation, and he's not sure if he's lucky to have lived or whether or not he'd been better off just dying. He's at that point right there where he just is not quite.
Suck it up, Buttercup.
He doesn't respond to that.
Well, since we have a way back here now with that cube, should we get out of here?
Well, we can come
and-
back anyways with Thaden's helm of teleportation. We don't
All
need to-
right.
We can go
But,
wherever we want.
We should
Well-
get the fuck out of here because I made a bunch
Made
of
it
residents
cause a scene. Okay, good.
very angry, and they're apparently resistant to non-magical damage. At least I think so. Because my
I'm glad.
shot did very jack shit.
All right. Well, that's just great.
So we should take Thaden's teleportation and fuck off out of here.
Oh, I don't. I thought I gave it to Sirach. Sirach, do you have it?
You're so full of
Don't.
shit. Inside check this.
Insight,
check
insight check.
I
Insight
got
check.
nothing. I got a cube.
this. 30-20 again.
30-20. Considering the fact that it's actually on his head, to realize that he's lying to you.
All right. If you don't want it, Thaden, I'll be happy to take it off your hand.
No.
Or your head, you know.
All right, let's use it.
All right. Let's go to a town. I need to hit up a
Everybody
magic
hold
shop.
hands.
So if everybody holds hands and you even get the cluster of the two animals and the three animals, better yet, the two lion cubs and the blink dog. Where would you guys like to teleport to? If I'm not mistaken, your teleportation, helmet teleportation has 3 charges and you use 2 of them. So you've got 1 trip left today before tomorrow comes. And,
I think we should go to Elzando, and then we should head up to the last store in Ruin. What do you guys think?
Honestly, yes.
Yeah. Might as well.
Sure.
I've been
Alright.
wanting to go to this last dwarven room for like.
Well, wait. Weren't we
Weeks
supposed
now.
to talk to Parthenex first?
No, he's
Oh,
missing
shit.
in River Run. Well,
Yeah.
I don't.
Shouldn't we like do
River
something
Run,
about
that's
that?
funny.
All right. Did I say River?
Yeah, he's a River Run. You got Skyrim on the brain. I don't
Oh,
know.
yeah, you're right.
Yeah, he kind of went AWOL.
That's why you have to call him Parth the Snacks. So anyway.
Snacks, yeah.
Shouldn't
Yeah,
we
it'll
do
click
something
better.
about that before going into the room?
All right.
I mean,
We can
I
try
guess-
to track him down.
I gotta go to a place with a
Yeah,
magic
if you
shop
want.
first, though.
I mean, either way. I mean, fuck it. We can just say screw it and go anyway.
Well, what do we need him for, anyways? He's
I don't know.
he's senile.
We'll go tomorrow.
I've never met him.
Besides, we definitely need the rest. Like, I don't know about you guys, but
That's
tanked-
true.
I tanked a lot of fucking shit today. I don't feel so good.
Oh,
Are we going to the magic
I
menu?
think I have a band-aid in my purse. Hang on.
What the fuck?
Thaden, you're supposed
Let's
to
go
be
to the
our
magic
frontliner.
menu. I'm
You're
hungry.
such a failure as a frontliner, though.
Magic menu it is.
So you're looking to travel to the Magic
Transfer to the
Menu
Magic
restaurant,
Menu.
grill and grill
let's
and
go out.
lodge.
Let's transfer outside of it, not inside.
So where exactly would you like to take this band of merry men and animals, Theoden? Where are you taking them exactly?
Wait, do we still have a room there? We can transfer into the room.
Yeah, let's go right to the. Well, let's right to the bar.
Right to the bar?
Right to the bar.
Okay. Theoden, do me a favor. Make me a percentile roll.
A percentile.
So basically, if you have 2 10-siders, pick one of the 10-siders to be the 10s, the one that goes first.
Guidance.
You can't guide this
Can
type
I
of
guide
roll.
this too?
I know.
You can't guide it. 2 10-siders, roll them, pick one to be the top number, one to be the bottom number. And just let me know what the roll is.
70.
Okay, so roll the 70.
Oh,
Okay,
dear.
luckily with the
Oh
70
well, no, it
on
would
the
be a
D.
10.
Well, hold on. What did you have on the rolls?
You got
A
a 7
7
and
and
a
a
10.
10.
A 7 and a 0?
Yeah. No.
So
yeah,
so I'm
7
going to
and
count
0.
that as, since you said the 7 first, it would either have been a 7 or a 70. There are different ways to do the percentile dice. I know what you were doing. You were thinking
That's
like
fine,
a
that's
7
fine. Yeah,
plus
yeah,
10 is an 80, whatever. The point is it's a 70 with a 70 on a D100. You do not materialize inside of someone else, inside of or in the side of the bar, or
Yeah.
inside of a table or a chair or a wandering barmaid. That sounds more interesting than it actually should, but trust me, it would not have been a fun experience. So trust me, it sounds
Speak
like
for
it
yourself.
sounds like a party, but it probably would not have been fun. So anyway, you are inside of the Magic Menu, which is a place you are familiar with. It is a high-end restaurant where upstairs you are the current renters of 3 separate lodging rooms. This restaurant is in a city which is controlled by the Emerald Enclave, the quote unquote elven faction amongst the factions in the realm. Alzando is a floating city. You've made friends with the leader of the city, Piper Alzando. You're basically royalty at this point. Although you have a feeling that the host, the very thin, older, balding, with the wire mustache, the host of this particular establishment, still doesn't like you guys very much. But I mean, for reasons unknown. But you're there. If you guys want to stop before you go to the rooms and have something to eat, you're certainly more than welcome. You guys can do whatever you want.
What time is it right now?
That's a good question. I had 6 p.m. Are you going to ask someone what time it is?
Yeah, sure.
You left at 6 p.m. You look outside and it's still dark. So you ask someone and they basically tell you that it's at 7 p.m. So maybe an hour went by.
All right. Well, that was a quick hour. All right, guys, I know you guys want to leave tomorrow, but I gotta do one thing. Plus, we need to report to Piper Alzando. Let her know what happened.
Okay.
Also, let her know not to ever send us useless soldiers again.
Oh yeah. Those are all gone.
Things are less help than they were actual help.
That's true.
Like fell
That's
in
true.
the river.
You basically sent the Sergeant Stregobor and like 22 soldiers, and they all basically sacrificed themselves for your mission. So, but then again, I mean, you know, they did their job, so to speak.
Yeah,
When they signed up, they knew that it wasn't, you know, there were
just
inherent
tell her
dangers.
that they died glorious.
Well, we have good news. We destroyed what's the fucking the band, whatever they're called.
Orcish revenge.
Orcish revenge.
Yes, that's true. You got your revenge.
So we did
they got
come out
revenge on
top,
them.
and we rescued our comrade. And yeah, I mean, comrade is pretty.
Unlike other
putting that
days
lightly.
when you have an entire city to witness it, so they throw a banquet in your honor. This one went unseen, unfortunately.
Well, yeah, and I gotta go to the magic shop tomorrow. I know you guys are gonna grind.
Oh,
about that
you
one.
know what we didn't do?
What didn't you do?
We didn't go talk to Issa.
Well,
Fuck.
she fucked off, right?
She did. She ran off up those stairs, and when you went to the top of the stairs, she was
We
nowhere
didn't
to
even
be
look
found.
for her.
Yeah, we could have looked for. Oh well.
It's
She
fine,
wasn't
it's
on the
fine,
rooftop.
it's
She
fine.
had to like teleport
That's
away.
true. Yeah.
I'm sure we'll find her.
She's
somewhere.
good in dimension door. She probably just dimension doored out.
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's the first step? It's 7 o'clock in the evening. You're in downstairs lobby where they seat patrons for food. What would you
I'm
guys
gonna
like to do in the
order
meantime?
everyone a drink, and
It's on him.
Everyone's getting frog kebabs.
Frog
Yes.
kebabs.
Frog kebabs.
You look at the menu. The menu is laminated and it's blank. You imagine frog kebabs and a drink, and magically it appears on the lower half of the menu. Kebabs of frog, and for
Bob's de la Frog.
that's it. Kebabs de la Frog appear at the bottom of the magic menu, and they're brought over to a table. You guys are quickly seated. It's a waiter that seats you. Obviously, the host was not looking at that point, and he knows who you are, and he was impressed that you guys are.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, they're very impressed. You guys helped save
We
the
look
city.
pretty. We probably smell like shit, and we probably look
Yeah,
fucked up too.
yeah. There are patrons
Well, I
kind of
always
looking
smell
at you
like
guys
shit.
that don't know who you are, that are kind of like maybe a little disturbed by your attire and the fact that you guys are all sweaty and musty smelling. And, but you know what? You're royalty in the city after saving Lady Piper, so they seat you quickly. You sit down. You have it's going to cost 2 gold pieces to feed everyone. Pia.
Not bad.
Okay.
Okay, so just minus 2 gold pieces. Well, then again, in fairness, we have the zippered pouch of holding, which is filled with gold and platinum. So, you guys are keeping a separate tab. That's right. I forgot about that. The point is, that's where the money is, but you're keeping a separate tab just to be on the top. Up and
I'm
up.
gonna pay a platinum. It'd be really nice.
Platinum. Well, then they're gonna keep those kebabs coming for the rest of the
Yep.
night.
I want
It's like
roasted
Grandma
dragon.
used to make.
I want roasted dragon nuts.
Roasted dragon nuts. Well, dragon a la nut is certainly on the menu. You think honestly though that they didn't quite get the gist of the menu. Didn't quite understand that you wanted the nuts, the actual testicles of the dragon. You would actually what you got was
chestnuts.
you got dragon
The chef-
flavor. You got
The
dragon
chef put
flavored
his special
walnuts.
sauce.
It's supposed to improve your fertility.
Well, I mean, obviously the menu didn't quite get the memo and didn't realize that you wanted the actual like reproductive organs of the so
Magic
it brought you
Walnuts carved
it
into
brought you-
dragons.
exactly. It was ended up being
They're
walnuts.
supposed to be like the
over-
size of the table.
It wasn't exactly the nuts that you were expecting. Let's just put it that way. But in any event, every meal that you've had at the magic menu has always been satisfactory and to your liking. This is no different. They keep the pitcher of ale coming. It's nice to be able to sit and relax and not have to worry about being killed at the top of a tower in a lightning storm environment. It's nice. You're able to just kind of settle down. Harry looks like honestly that he's still a little bit out of it. Like something was taken from him. You can't really put your finger on it. It's Harry. It's him. But
Is
he's
he
just
part warlock?
I don't know if you're quite that lucky. But but is there anything that you guys would like to do or talk about at this meal before heading upstairs for your night's rest?
I have to identify a bunch of shit guys, so I'm probably gonna head up in a few minutes and start doing that.
Take my stone, my Katoa stones.
Take his stones. Take his Keebler stones.
The fuck
Whatever he said.
Stone?
I don't know what he said.
The Katoa stones.
Katoa stones.
Yeah, the Katoa stones.
I say Keebler.
I took those stones that were.
So you give
spell
give the Katoa stones that you took from the top of those spikes on the perimeter of the top of the building. You give them to the gnome rogue Baka.
I might mount these on the roof of our house.
Is there anything that anybody would like to do before you make your way upstairs?
Mhm.
You've drank your full. You feel tipsy, but you didn't drink so much that you feel shit-faced drunk. Unless, of course, you decide otherwise. It's your character.
In.
Harry, did you eat enough frog kebabs?
Harry barely ate.
Harry
He barely ate. He nibbled at some.
I want to get some. I'm actually gonna ask for some like yogurt or something like from the menu for Harry. Something
easy enough with a magical menu. It's easy enough.
Settle his stomach.
It does.
Get him a chicken noodle soup.
So he's basically for dinner. He has chicken noodle
Why
soup.
did it get so quiet?
I think everyone was processing chicken noodle soup.
Wrong with chicken noodle soup? God damn.
Fade, you're so simple. I love it.
So he's slowly sipping his soup, and he's occasionally afterwards eating some of the. He's obviously tolerating this simple food a little better. He has lots of scars on him now that he did not have before, even with the healing from the potion. He looks a little. Scars. He actually, it's to say,
in his face. He looks
to be honest with you, he looks a little bit more badass, but he's it's certainly his mood has not improved as a result. He looks a little bit more fearsome. Maybe he'll eventually appreciate it, but he isn't appreciating it today. So, is there anything else that you guys would like to do?
So, what did they do to you, Harry?
Oh God,
I don't even know what they did to me. I just I know that they put me in chains and they threw me through a portal, and the next thing I knew, I was having these horrible nightmares about death and destruction and massive worms floating through the sky, and it just was a pounding in my head, and I saw a man with the face of a squid or an octopus that was taller than all the buildings in a city, just smashing a city to pieces. It was a terrible sight. I mean, I know it was just a dream, but a nightmare, better yet, but still, it felt real.
It might not have been.
I'm just thankful that you guys got me out of there, and I'm sure I'll be fine by tomorrow. I just need a good night's sleep.
Let's
Harry.
do that.
Makes sense.
You want me to cuddle with you?
Tomorrow night, maybe not tonight. Thank you for the offer. And you know what? That actually was pretty cool because he actually saw a genuine smile come to his face for the first time since you guys sat down for dinner. So at least maybe sometimes a joke is what somebody who's been through some trauma might need.
I'm gonna use
maybe we'll have a half warlock
rub,
after all.
I'm gonna use Mage Hand to rub Harry's thigh.
Whoa! What the fuck? Oh shit! Which one are you doing that? Stop!
Stop it.
Stop it.
You guys are too much. I'm very lucky. I'm very lucky to know you. And
I don't think we're enough.
I think I'm very lucky to know you guys.
We need more.
I don't know what I would do without you, to be completely honest with you. Well, I obviously would be not.
You're pretty bored.
Be a sock puppet.
I'll cheers to that.
Yeah, I mean, it's the day that you guys came to Herg and allowed me to follow you around. It was the best day of my life. I genuinely believe that. I've never been my life was boring before, and now it's, you know, I will get past this. It's just I feel a little out of wits with what happened. I felt like I was being possessed. Like I felt like something was controlling me, and I was like a helpless viewer, like a spectator in my own body. And I just, and he visibly shakes at the table as if like a shiver comes over him, even though the temperature in the room is just right.
Harry, you wanna know a secret?
Sure, go ahead.
The best, so what you probably felt was things were out of your control. The best way to feel more in control is to go and kill the bastards that did that to you.
Takes a deep breath and goes and nods.
Didn't we?
Slow
just
nod,
do
slow
that?
Mm.
realization.
Not all of them. I'm talking about all the Bruticata.
So it's the
Just wipe.
so did we get that crucible, that bowl? Did you guys find it?
No.
Still in the process of, Harry.
Yeah. Thaden had Butterfingers. He had it and he dropped it off the building. Yeah.
Saving
looks at
you
Thaden, he
came
looks at-
first, Harry.
Well, I like I said, I appreciate the fact that you guys were there for me. Although I guess, you know, I've certainly got a vested interest in now. I don't know what exactly they were trying to turn me into, and I don't know why they picked me, but I'm sure that will.
Because you're Harry Harrington.
He laughs at that one, and he goes, "Yeah, a famous author, right? Yeah. Not yet, guys. Not yet. Not yet. All right.
Once
Well,
you're done with this masterpiece.
well, I gotta be honest
Harry,
with you. I
did you
need to.
see a crucible while you were there?
I couldn't honestly. I wasn't able to look around. I remember being in the Central Spire. I remember being thrown through a portal and then being knocked out. Upon arriving in a dark cell-like area. And then the next thing I remember is you guys waking me up on the roof of the building. I don't remember really anything in between. I mean,
Probably better that way.
I'm not surprised, honestly.
Well, that means we got to go back. But let's take a break.
At least we can just teleport there.
I need to turn my guns to like magic weapons because they're not doing shit against some people, some enemies.
Guys, I really need to go upstairs and go to sleep. I mean, I can. Is it okay if you guys can stay down
Yeah.
here? I just want to go upstairs.
Harry, go to sleep.
I'm
I'll
gonna go up
finish
too.
your drink there.
All right, here he slides it over to you. He makes the slow walk up the stairs and just finds the room that you basically assigned to him, goes in, closes the door, and that's the last you see of him for this particular night. It's basically like about 9:30 p.m. Theoretically, you could spend another hour or two drinking. If you want to keep drinking,
I'm
you
gonna go
can.
up and use the spells to find the items.
Gotcha. While
I
he's
kind of want to go
upstairs,
with you.
okay, so Pia and Baka excuse themselves to go up to one of the other two rooms. Does
Does me and
Thaden and
Sirach?
Sirach? It's just Thaden and Sirach. What would you guys like to do?
I'm having another drink.
Party.
Party.
So you both
And I want to
continue
go
to
up
drink.
to the host.
Could Sirach and Thaden make Constitution saving throws for me, please?
Can I,
Uh-oh.
before I go upstairs, can I go up to the host and say, sorry, we smell bad and give him a platinum?
Sure you
Oh,
can.
that guy's a dick. Fuck him.
No, I want to make them like
Make a persuasion check, Pia, at disadvantage.
Jacob
What
needs to
did-
make friends.
What did Sirach and Thaden get for their Constitution saving throws?
22.
22?
15.
15. Well, you both handle your alcohol pretty well. You know that you're tipsy.
I'm
You
a
know
dwarf.
that you probably have in a visibly better mood than you normally are, a little more loose-lipped. But you know for a fact that you don't embarrass yourselves. Okay. Had you failed your Constitution saving throw,
That's a
you might
first.
have blacked out and done things you might regret in the morning. But at least that didn't happen. Is there anything that
21,
you,
Chris.
since you have 21, since you have control of your faculties, is there anything specific you guys would like to do before you go upstairs?
Nothing specific. Just enjoy my beverages.
Enjoying
Oh,
the beverages, hanging
and
out,
they,
watching
they
people as
hear
they come
me.
in.
They hear me through the earrings. Bring up more frog kebabs.
All right, so
I'll order more frog
Okay,
kebabs.
Nog.
Easy,
you
easy.
sounded like Nog there.
Extra
I know.
frogs.
So with that high persuasion roll, Pia, he takes the obnoxious and slightly irritating host. Again, he's thin. He's got like slightly balding Pike's Peak thing going on. Thin black mustache, large ears larger than the average elf. He takes the platinum piece. He looks at it, looks at you, looks at it, cracks a smile, stuffs it in his upper pocket, and goes, "Thank you, sir. It's been a challenge dealing with your group. But I appreciate the fact that you know how to take care of the help.
Yeah, you're gonna have to clean up the mess we probably made. So
that's fine. That's fine. I appreciate the generosity. It has been overall, I've heard through other patrons what your group has done for the city, and if anything, I should be apologizing to your group. So you know, thank you for what you've done for Alzando.
Well, we forgive you. And you're welcome.
Yeah. So so he
I
eats a
want to
little
find out the items.
So you're upstairs with Pia. You guys, he's sitting on the edge of the bed where you're cross-legged on the floor. You set up your little chalk circle with your sigils. It takes 10 minutes to do the ritual for each item. So I would imagine you do what?
I have 4 items total.
4 items. So it'll take you 40 minutes to do the 4 items. No, actually,
I'm going to breathe down his neck.
It'll take you 30 minutes because you notice that the stones are identical to each other and they don't both need to be identified.
I was hoping you were going to say something cooler, like I'm getting better in my mastery of the spell.
Oh, that's what I meant. That's what I meant. But of course. So which one would you like to know first?
I'll do the stones first.
Okay, the stones are very valuable stones. They are magical. Ooh. They don't have it seems like they are stones. They're anti-magic stones, but you're unsure of how to make them work. You might have to take it to a magic shop in order to figure out what's the trigger mechanism for these stones.
Yeah,
you can find out that they're anti-magic spells. Something about them have anti-magic properties, but you think that they may have been like created to be work in junction with the spikes themselves. That once they're removed from the spikes, they deactivate.
All right, I'm gonna hand one to Pia, and I'm gonna keep one myself.
Okay, absolutely. But they need basically someone to basically continue further research because they seem quite unique.
Well, I was planning
once we figure these out,
so we can ask then.
Once we figure these out, we should mount them on our house.
Our house?
Mm-hmm.
Not like a secret weapon.
Nah.
Keep the house
right on the house.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Right on the house.
For those that don't know, they bought a house in a city called New Cavelian. So they actually are the owners of a split level ranch with a big acre of property and basically it's being watched by a family of goblins.
Big family.
Can you name all the goblins again? For us,
sure, I can. Absolutely.
No, I'm kidding. I was kidding.
Okay.
Don't do it.
I can do it.
I was just testing you.
Don't test me.
I'll do it.
You passed the test.
We'll eventually build a moat and put umbilical cords in it.
Why don't we build a castle or something?
God. No one's gonna want to come over for like a housewarming. They're gonna be like,
exactly.
So sad. We don't want to be here.
I have a battle axe 2-hand, Chris.
Two-handed battle axe, which you took from the drummer of Orchestra Revenge, the big Minotaur.
Ooh,
yes, it is a two-handed battle axe +2.
Magic weapon +2.
Yes, which probably can fetch a pretty penny at the magic shop, I'm sure.
I have leather gloves, the lightning from. I think that was from.
Yes, absolutely. Let me get the sheet. Hold on a second. Where are you? Leather gloves of lightning. Okay, hold on a second. Give me 1 second. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. So they're monk items. They're specifically for monks. And they give you +2 to your fist strikes. And once a day per long rest, you can use the action to smash them together. And they do additional damage with lightning. They do like 2d8 lightning damage in addition to the +2 to hit and +2 damage.
Do we know any monks?
Do they have a name?
No. Not really. I mean, you just put monk lightning gloves.
Okay.
And just go +2. It's a homebrew item.
Okay, cool. Actually, I have 2 more items. Sorry.
Cool, no problem.
It's the Elvia's health potions.
Oh, Elvira's.
Elvira. I should have done this before.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So you have 2 of the health potions left.
Yeah, I have no. Well, we have one water walking, but I think that's in Sirach's possession.
Yes, I think so.
Sirach, do you want me to check that out for you?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
All right,
okay.
So
3 items then.
Okay, hold on a second. Let me just get to the list. Give me a second.
These are gonna be legendary fucking potions. Brewed accidentally.
Okay, so you have to do them individually. So you're gonna do the health potions first, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you do the one that looks like a black ichor. You've never seen a health potion that looks like black ichor. So you spend 10 minutes to identify in the ritual, and you find out that is a potion of invulnerability. And you suspect that's probably what the soldier that you gave the potion probably drank, and that's
My
why he was so
fucking
hard to
God.
kill. You basically fed him a potion of invulnerability. He was turned into an enemy, and then you were having difficulty killing him,
Oh,
obviously.
thank God they didn't have banish.
Yeah. Well, you do know that it has a time span on it. Sooner or later, it basically expires. So maybe you might have had to just beat on him until the potion wore off. But you're right. Banishing him was a good idea. Okay, so that's the first one. The second one is a kind of a light, airy kind of liquid. It's just a little thicker, like an oil. It almost looks like it doesn't quite look like water. It looks like extra virgin olive oil in its texture and consistency.
Okay.
So and you identify that, and that is indeed a health potion. It is a 4d4 plus 4. I think that's called. Is that called a greater?
I think it's superior.
No, superior isn't
Greater.
superior more better than that?
I have no
Yeah.
idea.
Isn't it
Superior
like-
is 8d8 plus.
Yeah,
8.
I think
so
it's
greater.
greater health potion 4d4 plus 4.
All right, and then I'm gonna do his water walking shit.
Okay.
What is that?
And you identify it, and you get no result.
Interesting. Well, that's a water walking potion. There you go.
Okay.
Okay. Is there anything else that you guys would like to do?
Yeah. No.
I'm gonna knock out.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay,
knock
so you're
out
knocking-
too. I think.
Okay. So, you guys settle in for the
Oh wait.
night.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, it's
There's
fine.
One real quick thing. Talking to Sirach. Sirach, I have been using a lot of the purple worm poison. I know you had some spares that you haven't really been using it. Can I get 2 extra doses?
That's all I have.
That's all you have? Oh. Okay, because all I have is 2 doses as well. Oh, I have 3. What the fuck?
Oh,
Never mind.
well then you have more doses than me.
I thought you had like 7 or 8.
No.
Nope. I had to dose a weapon and I dosed the muffin.
And then you just
So-
give me 2. Okay. All right, never mind then.
That's fine. Anybody else?
I'm good.
Okay,
Yeah,
just really quickly,
Sirach.
just for accountability's sake, you one
Never
room
mind.
is Harry in it.
Never mind.
Harry's in a room by himself. I'm sorry. I'll come back to you. I promise.
Shouldn't leave.
I just
Harry.
wanna see-
I'm fucking around.
I want to see who's. I want to see who's in what room.
Hey, Thaden.
How are you sleeping?
I guess I'm in the room with Baka.
Okay,
I'm
so
gonna-
it's
I'm
Pia
gonna-
and Baka.
One of us
and
should stay with Harry.
Harry locked the door. There's
I'm
a
Misty
lock.
Of course he did.
I was gonna say a lock has never stopped you before. And
Yeah.
Misty stepped
Oh wait,
easy
wait.
enough.
No, you said it's a locked door. It's a challenge. Challenge accepted. I'm unlocking it.
Okay, pick the lock.
I mean, does 25 beat it? Because that's my base.
Base is a 25. Make a roll anyway. You can roll a natural 1, right?
No, I got an 8, so it's base 25.
Okay, so it's easy enough. It's almost like you could do it with one hand tied behind your back and half asleep. You tumbler, click, open the lock. You slowly sneak in.
Yes.
Make a stealth check.
Ari's sneaking with me though.
Ari's going with you too. Okay, make a stealth
Yeah.
check for Ari too.
I hope he like Eldritch blasts him in the face.
Yeah.
Ari got a natural 1.
Okay.
Well, Ari
Um,
farted.
All right, so you sneak in easily. The cat follows in after you. Okay. You notice before
Some
Ari.
cat.
Okay, just before Ari comes in, you look on the bed and you notice that Harry is on the bed. The pillows and blankets are on the floor. He's on the bed, basically curled up in the fetal position. His armor is off. He's down. He still looks like a complete mess. He needs to go into the bathroom and clean himself up. He never did. And he just conked out. And he's got still the residue of whatever that molasses material was, basically in patches all over his body. He looks like he's honestly, he's out like a light until the saddle that's on the back of Ari catches onto the door frame and basically almost rips the door frame right from the it catches on, and the strength of the cat rips
What a moron.
rips the door frame right off of the hinges and causes a whole bunch of noise. He jumps up. Stop it! Don't do this to me!
Harry, you're all right. Harry. Harry.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna
Oh
glare at Ari.
oh
Uh,
oh!
Harry,
Thought I was back. I was having a
You're-
nightmare.
you're fine. You're fine. Hey, listen.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
look like shit still. So why don't you go take a shower? and clean it off. Trust me, it'll make you feel a lot better.
Without saying a word, he gets up from the bed and shuffles his way over to the bathroom, closes the door, and you could hear the splashing of water in the bathroom.
Okay.
So are you spending the night in that room?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
So I'm assuming that
like paddle up next to Ari. I'm gonna let Ari lay down on the floor, and I'll just like use Ari's pillow, basically.
easy enough. Okay, so the two of you are in that room together. By the time he comes out of the bathroom, he doesn't honestly look all that much better, but you know there's at least evidence that he made an attempt to clean himself up. So he jumps on the bed, and the two of you conk out.
Does he look clean though? I mean,
he looks
dirty in some spots.
He looks cleaner than before. It's not like a 21st century bathroom. He's
Okay.
basically dealing with like wet rags and a chamber pot.
Prestidigitation it says you can instantaneously clean or soil an object no larger than 1 cubic foot, and it says cantrip. I can do it over and over again. Could I like theoretically while he's sleeping just try to use that spell to clean him?
Yes, you can, and it's actually quite effective. It's a really nice gesture on your behalf. But he's going to wake up cleaner. He might think that he was actually responsible, but the truth is it was your doing, not his. So, but yeah, he's definitely made him look a hell of a lot better. So good touch right there. So you got Piaz, Sirach, Theoden, Chester, who obviously Alistair as well. Who's splitting up to what rooms? Just so I can get a sense of who's in what room for the night.
I'll stay with Baka.
Me and Sirach.
So you're gonna join. You got to realize that the bed is taken up by Harry. Baka's on the floor in the third room, cuddling up next to his
I got
lion. You can do it, but you're gonna have to
Theoden
him on the floor.
is cuddling up next to Sirach.
All right, then I will stay. I'll find a bed.
Okay,
it's fine.
This is the third
Sirach's big spoon though.
You should all Piaz's room in our bed.
So Piaz, you're in a room by yourself.
No, you know what? I got invited by Sirach and Theoden. I'll go cuddle.
All right, cool.
It's fine. I'll let Baka take care of Harry.
Flaccid tridents.
Yeah,
Cool.
exactly.
No.
You know?
All right, so let's assume that you still it was a long, violent, tiring day. You cast alarm on the room.
I don't think
that
I
you're
need
in.
to say it at this point, but I just
yes, no, it's good to say it. It's good to
try to
say it
screw
just
me
in
over.
case. No, it's good to say it. I appreciate that. At least as you're making a record of it. It's not a problem. And in that vein, are you guys going to do anything to protect the other room? You can if you want to. I'm just giving you the option because Baka brought it up for his particular room. That's why.
I think we'll be all right. It's locked.
All right. So, given first of all, we're nearing the end of the episode. Obviously, it was a long, brutal day, which you accomplished some of what you sought to accomplish, but not all of. And the next morning, which will be the beginning of next session, you'll decide exactly where you're looking to go and what you're going to look to do. And while it will be the next morning in the game, for us it'll be a week. So maybe during the week you guys can discuss with each other exactly where and what you'd like to do. And you can even surprise me at session number 34 as we start up next week.
I plan on it.
But before the night comes to a close, Pia, in the middle of the night,
Okay.
you hear a voice in your ear.
Uh-oh.
It's a female voice. It's a voice that is familiar to you.
Easy.
The only difference about the voice is it has lost a little bit of its edge. Seems a little bit more friendly. It is the voice of Issa. Issa was the backup singer and girlfriend of Lorenzo and a member of the Orcish Revenge, that music group / terrorist organization.
Lorenzo.
And you hear her voice, and
I'm going to change back into Lorenzo.
And you hear her voice, and she says to you some sort of magical means. She's not in the room. Then again, you could be dreaming this because it woke you out of a stone cold sleep. So for all you know that you could have dreamt it, that's something that you'll have to wonder.
In deep REM.
A deep REM.
You
hear her voice whisper, "I have to thank you for what you did for me."
The fuck did she do? I did all damage. Lorenzo.
Oh, I can respond?
Yep.
Oh. You said we needed a necklace to do it.
I don't care about that necklace anymore. I mean, you know where it is. If you want the necklace, go have fun. I was just worried that I would not be able to deal with Lorenzo without it. It was going to be my security blanket when the day came that I got the courage to remove myself from that toxic relationship. So
what is next for you?
I don't know. I'm free now. So I'm free to do what I wish, when I wish to do it. And that was not the case before. Lorenzo, as you've probably figured, is not a very good person. And I'm not going to say that I'm a perfect person, because I'm certainly not. And I've made mistakes, but this is the beginning of a new life for me. And then again, also, when you get the chance, tell Baca that I also says thank you to him. And you know what? Tell him that I enjoyed myself. Make sure that he knows that I enjoyed myself. So
I will absolutely do that.
You have sex and I didn't know about it?
And reach out, maybe we can do business
Baca's
together.
getting jealous over there.
No, I don't know what she's talking about.
No. Baca, she said that to Pia, she's referring to Baca. And said, just out of the blue, she said, tell him that I enjoyed myself. So what she means exactly by that, I guess, is a mystery even to Baca. So, I mean, that will stay a mystery because he's not in the room and he's not the one that got the message. But she basically there's a long pause over the quote unquote phone line, Pia. And she says, maybe I will, but for now I've got other fish to fry. So be safe out there. And I hope that you find whatever it is that you're looking for. Natural ones.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Don't turn cities into zombies anymore.
No, that was not my choice. And,
all right, good.
That was not my preference. So in any way, take care of yourself, Tiefling.
You as well.
Yeah. And that's where the episode will end, episode 33. But if there's something you'd like to do, but you guys are going to sleep, so I don't know what else.
I want to go wake up Baca real quick.
So you leave the room, you go to Baca's room, you knock on the door.
It's a fucking earring, bro. Come on.
I can.
Okay, so you decide to use the earring. So you initiate the connection between his and Baca's earring.
Yeah, Baca.
Yes, and what would you say?
Baca, you awake? Issa reached out to me in my dream. She wanted me to say that to you that she hates you and she had a terrible fucking time.
It went by way too quick.
I don't know what that means, but I figured you would want to know. Good night. Click.
And that is the end of episode 33, ladies and gentlemen. We are Shenanigans ttRPG, and we play Dungeons and Dragons every Monday night, 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
That was a great way to end the episode.
Is there anything that anyone would like to say to our many, 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 many fans?
Yes.
Thanks for
anyone
watching.
Draws fan art, I will kill Pia for you.
We love you guys. We appreciate you. Please like the video, comment on the videos. There's a playlist dedicated to Dungeons and Dragons. It's very easy to find. You go to the YouTube channel. It's Shenanigans with RC Robbin. You scroll down one or two sections and it says playlist Dungeons and Dragons. There's a line dedicated to Dungeons and Dragons. Go back to the beginning, watch us. So we love doing this, and we love the fact that people are interested. And there are other things there are other playlists on the channel as well. So I'm a big video game nut. If you find that fun, please have a look. So subscribe to the channel. If you are interested in our website, it's SttRPG.com. Shenanigans tabletop role-playing game.com. SttRPG.com. So that's signing off. Thank you so much for watching, and have yourself an absolute great week. We will see you next week for episode number 34.